2, 1, 2, 3.
Woo! Come on. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We gonna do it like this. Ride with me. Yeah. Ride with me. I'm feeling good today. I'm good today. So turn it up and let the music play. Sun's out, not a single rain cloud in the sky. And Mrs. Green got a smile on her face. Okay, check. I'm feeling blessed. I got some bills, but got no stress. I ain't gon' stress. The cards was dealt, he holds the debt. Knowing that, tell me why I'm gon' fret. Switch it up, yo, como estas, muchacho, vámonos. Like the grill, everybody down for dominoes. Ha. Yeah, we having a good time. Everybody in the hood and it's good vibes. Good vibes every time we meet up. No one beefing, so we throw the piece up. Throw your piece up, celebrate your seed into the kingdom of heaven, cause we gon' dance the streets. Come on, get it.
This morning and I think I'm gonna change the world. I'm looking back on how I thought things would stay the same. I know it's gonna be, yes I know it's gonna be a good day. I got sunshine on me, not worry about those rainy days. He will supply my needs. That's why I fully trust in him.
Be a good day. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you are doing well. In the background, the sounds of our brother, our friend and brother, Emmanuel Fertil, known in his artist name as E-Man. Glad that, hey, E-Man, you listening? Text me, let me know you're listening. That's what. And with him is Carrington McKenzie, vocalist extraordinaire. Good afternoon, everybody. It is 5:38 here in beautiful New Providence, Nassau, to be exact. You're tuned in to Glory 93.9, the freshest wave of glory to hit the world. This is the station of choice for the nation, and I'm so glad that you're locked in. We apologize that we had we were off for a little bit on yesterday. I think somebody walked past and pulled the plug out. That's what happened. Ain't nothing was wrong. But I ain't know what going down. Something happened. Somebody must have walked past and tripped down and pulled the plug. But the plug back in now. So those who listen by way of radio and didn't get us, we apologize for you for that. Well, it's barbershop time. I have the brethren here with us. I am so glad and so appreciative of the many persons that comment on the show that let us know how much they are so glad that we're back. Persons told me they're looking forward to election time. It almost dead heating up. We ain't reached yet. We almost there though, and of course we will be here.
I taking a vacation on the time.
No. Persons are waiting for that.
I think we could call Peter in for that one.
We probably may need to do that, but we are gearing up, and we're so glad that so many more of you are tuning in now. If you're listening by way of radio, once you get out of your vehicle, listen, you can go on your Facebook. You can go on Facebook and you can go onto the Bishop Denczil page. You can go onto Kenyatta Taylor page. You can go on the Denczil Roll page. Unfortunately, the sport doesn't like to show us on their page. Neither does Executive Tito's Haircut. They don't share us on their pages, but we are available on the other platforms of persons who are not ashamed of owning us as their own and giving us a space on their page. Yeah, just to throw it out there. But Kenyatta, thank you for sharing us on your page. That you're not ashamed of us.
I'm not ashamed of it.
I appreciate that.
I'm not ashamed of Barbershop.
I thank you so much. I will add that as is usually the case that Carlo has a problem with you always tune on this on the mic.
This guy eat all the snacks.
And then you empty back.
Cool, baby.
That was really good, Carlo. What happened to it?
It's not. So what you need? So you need your phone.
Oh, he needs my phone. Tell him be careful.
And we can hear you though. I don't know if you can hear you. And all right, so listen, man. So if once you get in the vehicle, go on one of our pages and you can come on with us. For those of you that are online, those of you on Facebook, those of you on YouTube, those of you who listen to the podcast later, you can't comment now, but if you listen to it later, God bless you. But go ahead and share the link for me. Spread the word out. Let folks know Barbershop Talk is on the air. Several things to talk about. When we were together last time, Americans were going to the polls. They were still going to the polls. And they didn't go into the polls now. And boy, I tell you, they didn't see this one coming.
I think that I'm still going because, I mean, the color, that was...
Sean.
You know one thing.
You like a bad child, man.
I said I wanted to win.
Help me understand. Oh, man, 50 years old, can't understand English. Stop chewing in the mic.
I'm not chewing in the mic.
You was 2 seconds ago.
The mic is just sensitive. I'm just chewing.
Sick,
You ain't like I'm chewing in the mic?
oh, the mic, man. You 50, you know. You 50, man.
And you better recognize.
Yeah.
I am your senior.
Yeah. You should do that. Lead by example.
That's powerful.
Since you my senior. Look, this is nice market.
When you eat, enjoy your food. I'm leading by example.
But you ain't.
The bishop calls us no.
You on the radio?
I came here with no snacks.
And what did you ask for when you walked in
And
the
then
door?
when I walked
What
inside,
did you
I said,
ask for?
are there any cookies? And the bishop said, at your disposal.
I blame you, man, because you used to encourage this, and you know the man. Watch him again. Watch.
It's a good one, boss.
This one showed me
Oh,
exercise.
Lord, man.
This-
We get no focus today. No focus.
I tell you,
No focus.
they have no discipline.
I
And
don't know
they
what's
two
going on.
oldest ones.
Yep.
Ain't no one even know what's going on. Why you have to put it on there?
And you can see on the screen what's going
Me and
on.
boss on something else.
That's the problem.
You know what I think it is, Carlo?
What
You have nothing to talk about, and so you're just trying to buy some time.
All right, man,
Trying to
no
gather
time.
your thoughts.
Denczil trying to introduce
I
the
am
show.
trying to introduce you.
You are not smacking. This one showed
just
face.
let him introduce the show.
I wish I would pass one more.
Nobody interrupted Pastor
We
Denczil.
need
It was
that
you.
couple weeks.
Let's go, Pastor Denczil.
What a time.
We ready now?
Be ready now. Be ready. Be
Doggone
ready
it.
now.
All right, listen, thanks for coming in. Those who coming in, hey, Jackie Simmons Nixon, good evening to you. Jackie, help us by sharing the word. I don't know, we may give away something later on. We'll see how it goes, how we feel later on. But we had a meeting. The meeting lasted about 14 seconds, and we and we determined that we ain't giving up too much things one time because it's eating up a lot of our talk time. StreamYard is.
He's giving away for 30 minutes last time.
Okay, so we've got you covered. You fixing something? Something fixing? Okay. All right, I get all kind of messages on the screen. Don't worry about that. Don't do nothing. Okay, you get me scared. All right, so,
I sharing now? They say I wasn't sharing. I sharing now. Check it out. I don't like the shit that's we getting in this place.
Producer, you okay? He wasn't exposed to nothing. Praise the Lord.
and if he wasn't telling you.
I don't want you to say you get COVID.
The U.S. election, man, how we feel about it? How y'all feel?
Hey, how you feel?
Love it. I told y'all last week. I wanted my guy to win, and he did.
I saw a comment here by and we're not totally disconnected because whatever happens over there affects us. So I don't want to say we disconnected, but we ain't vote. So we ain't put nobody in power.
No.
But I saw a post from it is probably even better fitted for my preachers talking, but there's a preacher who said this. And I think it's just interesting, these different postures that I don't think it's sad, really. Let me see if I can find this. It was something to the point that those persons that pastor black people that did not vote for Kamala, judgment is coming your way.
What?
You should be ashamed of yourselves. That's actually the post, and I trying to find it to read it exactly.
You sure that post didn't say, had you voted for Kamala, judgment would have come your way?
No, this preacher said it's a shame that those of you who pastor black people, if you have a black congregation, that
So
you.
this is gonna be a good conversation. Are you ready?
Well, I mean, I don't know how much of it I mean. So anyway, let's go. Let's talk about it.
We don't want to election.
I mean, we can start there. Many persons. There are many persons. There are some females who want us to continue the conversation about, because I want to get back to that today if we can as well, about is there a man shortage? Is there a good man shortage? Is there a good woman shortage? I touched it on church the other day, 2 Sundays ago, and boy, it was interesting. You know, which one is it? Do we have a good man shortage or a good woman shortage? But
All
let's
we know
just
is there's a shortage.
apparently there's a shortage. somewhere. Now, one of them places there's a shortage somewhere. So we can figure that out in a second.
Just I posted twice. Sorry.
That's good. That's good.
Can't share it twice. I think that's the feeding purpose.
No, the idea is for you to share it, though. The idea is for you to become one of the pages that carry the show.
Yeah, I carry it, right? But I need to delete it. I have two, see? Can't do the top, can't do the bottom. I used to delete one.
No. See, that we want you to do. You don't know what we want you to do.
What you want me to do?
We want you go to Kenyatta page.
So to delete this, I used to delete this.
I know, but go to Kenyatta page, the page. I'm gonna show you something so you can see what happens to Kenyatta page. So you see the difference between what he doing and what you doing.
Kenyatta. I spell that. Kenyatta Gibson.
Well, you all your friends online?
Scared.
You would get it to your friends?
Kenyatta dealer. Yeah. I following him now.
All right, go there.
He locked. He don't nobody see him.
You see that?
I used doing the same thing.
No. Hold on. You sharing. You ain't want it on your page.
Yeah, he shared from your page. Just the same thing I was doing.
Yeah, no, I know that's what he usually does. Something happened.
Why you judging me?
Kenyatta ain't carrying no more? It there?
I gonna repost right now.
Yeah, he usually carries the show, not share the show.
I just carry the show.
I don't know that. That's a dumb never.
Tell him.
I ain't that smart.
We are assistant. After the show? All right. Okay, after the show. I try. He let me know.
Good stuff. All right, so
I try.
so that preacher said that those people who pass the black people, is a crying shame. Then of course, one of the preachers I listen to all the time, he says he brought another angle that he said, you pastors who are preaching racism and separation and have black churches and trying to keep your message such that it's only ministering to black people. He says, y'all better be careful, y'all get in the hell, God can judge y'all. But anyway, this ain't that show.
This could be that show.
It could be. What's your take on a serious? I want to get, and any of my U.S. listeners, we have quite a few U.S. listeners here. I want to ask this question: why Kamala, from a policy standpoint? What are those policies? And I ain't American, so I don't know. I am an outsider. I'm Bahamian. But that's what I really want to know. What is that drive? What is that policy thing? What is it that I'm missing? I know they say one thing I've heard from when I was off at the school, that the Republican ethos is that if I do less taxes on the rich, they tend to create more opportunities for the not so rich.
Which is true.
While the Democratic ethos is, if I put more taxes on the rich and lessen it on the poor, then the poor people have more money, and whatever the case is. Which one do y'all support? Which one of those thinkings do y'all those
I understand Trump's.
No, let's call it Republicans. That's Trump. That's Republican.
Yeah, the Republicans.
Yeah.
Less taxes on the wealthy. The wealthy are the ones who create job opportunities for the labor force.
Right.
You lessen the taxes, or you ease up on the taxes, and then more jobs are created because they can do more, they can create more, they can develop more.
Right.
When you start to squeeze them with taxes, they tend to hold more because they tend to stop spending or stop expanding because the taxes are too heavy. For example, when the government here increases minimum wage, the private sector, who are already struggling, what they do? They cut back staff because they now got to spend more money.
Well, no. So you saying minimum wage is tax?
Well, it ain't
a tax on the rich.
It's an increase.
It's the point I'm making.
It's an increase on business owners.
On the business owner. If you decrease the taxes on the wealthy, then the wealthy can now open and expand more. That creates opportunities for the labor force. But if you keep squeezing them with taxes, they be like this government ain't working with me, so I can hold back my investment.
So you saying that you said you understand after you began. Do you understand or do you support that school?
I understand, and I kind of I wouldn't say I understand, because the point is you need money moving.
They still torn between.
You need jobs. You need job creation.
But if you tax the poor, you can send them spiraling more into where they are, and they can't pull themselves up with the hole. They're already in a hole, taking blows. Imagine putting more blows on them.
Well, I don't really know if it's more taxes on the poor. I just
No
know
more
it's less-
taxes on
I
the
think
poor.
it's less taxes on the rich.
Yeah, they know more taxes on them
Now, I believe, now, again, any American out there help me.
because they have income tax.
I could be totally off. I think
They have a
as you make more money,
The tax brackets.
definitely in,
Yeah,
the,
the
in,
tax
the, in, the,
bracket
in the democratic system, you pay more
More,
if you make
right.
more. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Because they saying they're trying to level the playing field.
I
So
don't,
if you make more, I
think
tax you more?
If I get taxed, if the tax is, let's use church. It's not a tax. Let's call it the tax at church is 10%.
That is still 10%.
And if you making $200,000, you pay 10%. And if I'm making $50,
it's 10%.
it's 10%.
So don't hit me if I struggling to make more.
I don't think you should penalize me for success.
Right.
I may get in trouble with this, but I don't think you should penalize me for being for excelling.
Because
I think we should be paying the same tax.
Because right now, if I own a business and I'm paying 10% on the 2 businesses I own, right? And you say because my businesses are doing well, you now got to increase mine from 10% to 40%. Now that could possibly squeeze me from now owning 4 businesses. Whereas if you keep me at 10%,
Hiring more staff.
I could hire more staff, I could open more businesses, and because you're watching my money.
Is that what really happens?
I want somebody to help me to tell me I off, but I know
Isn't income tax a set percentage?
No,
there are a lot of other
it's a
taxes.
bracket.
I think it's a bracket, though.
It's brackets.
Bracket?
Yeah. Brackets.
That's
And I think some other taxes
the
as
same
well.
concept though.
No, but I don't know, not necessarily, because it's brackets. If it means that if you making this amount of money, it's this. If you're making this amount, it's this. I say it should be whatever it is.
Across the
So
board.
across the board.
the board.
12% is what they charge in the store, not because I'm richer than the person on the side of me,
Just like VAT. Everybody pays the same VAT. Why it can't be the same on income?
Well, we don't have income tax here.
I'm just saying.
No, I agree. But that's why I don't really have no horse in this race.
Y'all think we getting taxed more,
That's the problem.
or we don't pay as much tax as them?
I think we are overtaxed as a country.
I think our money is mismanaged as a country.
I think we
Overtax, I don't think. Mismanaged,
I
yes.
know some.
Bro.
I think we getting double taxed though.
Come on. Now listen, see this way you all
we
see
getting double taxed.
how are we being overtaxed when you go away, spend $2,000 in Walmart, $4,000 in Dick's, and come back and tell customs you spend $500?
I mean, that ain't got the same thing.
Yeah,
to do with
you see,
tax,
but
though.
That's import tax.
That's
man.
import
Yeah,
tax.
See,
but
I just
every-
giving you all an example. I'm giving you all an example.
You're talking about the daily taxes.
So you have to realize tax is tax. No matter if it come in monthly, travel wise, monthly, weekly, whatever it is.
Why you
A
shouting though?
I'm not shouting. A
Yes,
tax
you're
is a
shouting.
tax. So what I'm saying to you is,
I can hear you really
you
loud.
are saying that we're overtaxed. All I'm saying is the money is mismanaged and the system is corrupt.
So let me ask
We
you a
all
question.
are, we all are
Wait,
guilty
wait,
we're
of
paying-
taking advantage
We're
of
paying
the system.
NIB. We paying the 12% in the food store. We paying
10% now, Tito.
10% in the food store. We're paying at the banks. How much we paying at the banks again now?
It depends on your bank.
Every transaction is a tax.
It depends on the bank.
Then it's a service tax.
Like-
You go get paper printout, it's a tax.
So,
So-
don't get a printout. Then put it home in your house.
So let me show you what double dipping is to me.
What if you're unable to?
At the gas
a
station,
business.
the government tax the gas. The government get a tax out of the gas, and the gas station put their fees on it. That tax that they take out the gas, they say is supposed to go towards helping the road. But then when you license and insure your car, that is also another version of tax that's supposed to go to the road and whatever upkeep. That's double tax
How
right
is
there.
that double taxing?
Because you paying at the pump and you paying at road traffic.
They two different entities.
Let me ask you a question.
But
That's
so,
two different
so
entities.
what's the
That's like you going to McDonald's, right?
So
Hold
the
on,
gas
give me a
station
chance.
is saying
Hold on, give me a chance. Give me a
the
chance.
$5
Give
is
me a
only
chance.
high because
Give me-
half of that
give
is
me-
the government owned.
Give me a chance. You go to McDonald's, right? You go to McDonald's, you order a burger.
Right,
You pay 10% VAT
right,
on that burger.
right.
If you go across the road
Yeah, Paleti getting.
and you sit down by, let's say by Oasis,
Right.
I'm not sure if they charge it, but I think. Let me not use Oasis. Let me use what I know is charged for sure. Swimming Pigs.
Okay.
You go by Swimming Pigs, you order a burger. You pay the same 10% VAT, and then you pay 15% gratuity on top of that
But
same
that's for service though. Go
on
ahead.
top of that same burger, right? So I'm saying to you, it's all relative. So you can't say it's double dipping, because now I could say, Why you get a burger from McDonald's only pay VAT? I gotta go to you. If I get takeout, I still gotta pay service.
Okay, so I understand what I'm saying.
So
if
why
you go to
the
certain,
gas
certain
stations say that they're
restaurants,
not making money off
certain
fuel.
restaurants still certain
They
restaurants
making
still
money off
charge
in
you
store. And they say
gratuity,
because half of that
straight cost.
$5.30.
Why is
It's government tax.
gratuity mandatory? First of all, if it's a service and it's supposed to be a tip, your tip should be based upon your services. If I don't like your service, you shouldn't get tip.
Yeah,
but I don't have to. I don't have to. You could give the poorest a service.
They're in the government.
No, they're in the government.
But I definitely think that's a
problem.
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
you telling me
So yeah.
how to tell you thanks.
So here we go. We go to the states. They
You don't tip me.
We go to the states.
And I give you good service.
We go to the states. They give you three different options. They start from 18. I think they start from 18, 21, 25, or 24, something like that. They don't even start at 15. They start from 18. So you have choices, or you can do whatever you want, right? As a parking boy, I learn how valuable tipping is.
Right.
I teach my children to tip. If I go to the gas station, Sean, I tip you, but you expensive. So don't look at me sideways.
You don't tip
I tip you sometimes.
What you call a tip?
tip me.
Right?
What you call a tip?
A tip is anything over I pay you. Anything more than what I pay you is a tip.
No, Carlo.
Did you know percentage on it?
Anything more than the service charge.
No.
Anything over the service charge is a tip.
No.
But-
if my bill is $30,
Carlo, but you're...
if my bill is $30
$30
and I give you 50, I tip you 50 cents.
So let me ask you a question. Whenever you go to the restaurant, right,
You insult me 50.
and you get that service, you pay the grat and the VAT, and you tip. Your bill comes to $200. Fella like you, knowing you probably leave like $50. Why then, when you go to your barber, he ain't charging no VAT, he ain't charging no grats. You only want to give him $5 step,
Well, first of all,
and the bill probably is only like $30.
first of all,
I only say it.
and I
That
ask
ain't
you,
fair.
and it ain't fair how it's all
Answer this
relative.
question.
It's all relative.
Why if I buy a house,
It's all
I
relative
got to
though.
pay stamp taxes, and if I sell that same house I already paid stamp taxes on, I got to pay stamp tax again.
It's a very valid point.
Double dipping.
How's it double dipping? And stamp tax is a yearly thing?
No, that's
the house ain't
that's
get taxed
real
twice.
property tax.
Property tax.
Or real property
That
tax?
didn't get taxed twice.
Let me get what I can get in trouble when I say this. I can get in trouble for
So
people
look.
who if you don't do investments, if you don't do developments, you wouldn't know this. This is one of the things the developers always cry about me being their engineer and I negotiating for them. So if you do a subdivision, right, and you got to tie into water and sewage, you can get charged for you to tie it.
Plenty
You
money.
the developer. You the developer. You get in charge.
But I had to pay for that too though.
What are you?
Oh, let me get a man.
You were the developer, right?
Right. I'm
You mean the
developer.
whole
pay.
thing? The whole thing got
For
to
the
pay for.
whole operation. So
To bring water to
you
that.
do, we decided to do
developer.
barbershop estates.
Right,
You know, 20 lots.
right.
We get charged to tie in our subdivision. We put the water in. We get charged.
The water lines for every
Right.
thing that's
Every
going to be
property.
developed back there.
Now we start selling lots, and the people who buy lots got to pay the tie-in.
To the tie,
To the
we
house.
already paid for.
That's double dipping?
Yeah.
Now that's double dipping.
Yeah. All right.
So water and sewage
we pay the tie-in.
water and sewage charge you to tie in
Developer.
to the property.
No,
No,
water
the
and sewage
subdivision.
pay charge me to. Hold on,
You
listen.
just
You
tell
listen.
me
You
don't
listen.
shout.
The government charges
You
you.
can't even talk
We have
because
300
people-
properties in this development, and for us to tie in water and sewage, the developers we paid for those 300 properties,
Already.
Pay a tie-in fee.
the tie-in fee. So now we start selling those properties.
Every one of them.
Every one of them 300 now got a tie in to what do we ready to pay
They
for?
just call it different. They don't
No,
want to. So we split tie-in. They just call it
If
connection.
it's any,
Right.
if it's
So that's
any,
right. But hold on.
if it's anybody that should be collecting on the connection, should be the developer who paid for the connection in the
Okay.
first place.
And now I got to ask my question because you just said the same thing. I heard that.
Yeah.
I fully understand. I can understand. I'm not slow. So what I'm saying to you is, right, this is what I'm saying to you. If water and sewage charge the developer to tie in the water to each individual lot,
No, they tie.
No.
They pay the. You tie in the subdivision.
the subdivision,
Right.
right, so
Which each individual lot has access to.
Let's
Let's try and help you out.
Don't get distracted.
each individual lot now has access to water.
Line, yeah.
So when I bought my property, the pipe was already there, existing.
Already paid for.
Right.
Be listening. Don't worry about that. Go
Right.
ahead.
So now that's what you all paid for to develop the lot.
Right.
So now, in order for me to have water to my house, I need to pay water and sewage to connect it to my house.
Right.
So you still consider that double dipping?
Because now you're paying now to become a customer to pay every month.
But you don't pay every month.
No, but you pay to pay every month.
But that's what they said. I mean,
you should be able to tie him without paying the cost.
Yes. The only thing you should pay for is for the water.
You are now, but it's like paying me to come inside your store to buy stuff. So there's an entrance fee to get in the store, and then now you could buy grocery.
I understand.
Because I'm a client.
But I understand.
When I use water, I buy in water.
I understand, but I understand.
So
I understand their point. I understand them too, though.
I paid you to buy water.
I understand
and
them
then
too.
You wonder why Carlo put no well in the yard.
But I wish I could build a well in my yard.
That's what I'm saying. And then you wonder why people doing that. People put in this. Well, this lot.
Because the developer could have made their own water plant, bring the water to the ground, and supply the community themselves.
No, we ain't with that though.
No, I just saying. I just give an
You taking
example.
it too far,
Right? And then you only got to pay that one price.
You reach it now.
Yeah, that's a
That's
lot of
what
money.
I'm saying. You only got to pay that one price. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
man, I just think.
I mean, there are, but here's the thing.
I understand. You got the money, so you
No,
don't
it
mind
ain't. It
paying
ain't
twice.
about getting the money. It's just looking at it from
You
two
over that
different
10 grand a
angles.
month.
When you don't go past
You
a
over that
certain
10?
when you don't
You
go
over the 10
past a
grand.
certain distance in
He's
the west,
over the 10
you
grand
don't
a
worry
month.
about connection fees and
comfortable living.
reconnection fees.
You know,
and
they
all
don't
that.
mean
No,
it.
From anything from Whispering Winds West, they don't worry about nothing. Everybody's straight.
Yeah, definitely. When you cross Whispering Winds, you go on.
Yeah, you straight. Once you reach that, when you reach there, you don't turn back.
The only person
The
that can talk in this
air
room-
up there different.
The only person who can talk in this room is the person from Shirley. Everybody else can't say nothing. Because even our producer lives in a nice, comfortable, where it has canals running through the place.
Even the producer?
Yeah, even the producer.
Yeah, canal. You live in a canal.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
By the time I can see water from the house.
All badly do.
For me to see water, I got to go over but two corners.
Sounds true.
And then also
one corner
and
you
then
can see the
this-
water.
I mean, what
The one running down there?
What institution call me now for this? Because that's just a connection fee. There's another fee that you pay as a developer. It's called system development fee.
I don't know what they do is
Let me
taxing on
understand
fellas.
that.
So what they saying is
Water is
for
too
them-
expensive with you.
what they said is that because you doing your
One development.
I doing my what they say 20 lots?
Yeah.
I doing my 20 lots. Giving you 20 clients who will be paying for water from you. But in order for me to service your 20 lots, you put in a demand on my system. So we gonna have to charge you a fee.
For putting the demand on the system.
Putting a
Because
demand.
ain't nobody else putting the demand on
So,
the system.
so guess what?
Whoever developer come in, you put, so they call it system development fee, and that fee, I won't tell you what I can show you some numbers from the back there what them fees look
You
like.
got somebody
Y'all would not
who built in the
believe
back bears, right? So the architect, I don't think did him much justice when he drew his driveway.
it. Okay.
He didn't take into consideration the fire hydrant,
Oh boy.
right? So the fire hydrant
In the middle of the
smack dab in the middle of where his driveway is supposed to be, right? So they build a house. I think the front door is facing west.
While it's building, they didn't see the fire hydrant?
No, so they call water and sewage to get a quote to reposition the fire hydrant. I know one thing. I can always buy a Jeep for what they done this man. It costs to move the fire hydrant.
You serious? Just
Yeah.
to move the pipe?
Just to
over?
move the fire
No,
hydrant.
now hold your back. I like you're going, but if you're all serious now, no, things are expensive. Stop it. I ain't letting you get in my industry. It's
So-
very expensive.
To move the water?
It's a lot of things going on.
To move the fire hydrant,
Where's Darwin when I need him? And right now the 500 ain't even got no water in it.
like it wasn't that way because there's pump there's loose out there. You must see 3-4 days.
That's very expensive. Y'all
they
leave
flush
it
that.
alone.
But the cost, I sure is about, I want to say over 15,000
To do what?
to move the fire hydrant.
For them fellas to come and dig up the road, dig up your yard.
I will not confirm or deny whether that number is high or low. I think y'all getting out of y'all pay grade. Y'all leave it alone.
But I understand
You
it.
don't,
But
you don't know what
To move 1/4 inch pipe?
entails.
Huh?
Moving.
no,
what?
1/4 inch pipe.
It's not a quarter inch pipe. Stop it.
Because when you're looking
Stop
for
it.
water, fire house burn down, no water coming on the
I know. I don't know what
Stop
the
it.
I don't know what the
Listen to
detail
me.
is.
The most
But I
you
say,
ever
like,
see water
Water
come
and
on
sewage, I
that is when
apologize for
they
bringing up water and sewage. I
So
apologize.
listen,
Anyways, talking about real
all I
property
say,
taxes,
all I
taxes.
saying is based on that, I guess the whole watering system is an expensive
It is.
expensive industry.
It definitely.
So I guess I don't
No problem.
I understand where you feel like it's double dipping, and I understand their thing I'm doing. It's almost like BBN. I was just running up the water bill and ain't paying the water bill. So at the end of the day, the innocent got to suffer for the guilty. That's why I tell you the government is mismanaging the funds and some BMs are taking advantage of the
How you
system.
know they mismanaging? You see that? You see their numbers?
Come on, man. Come on.
But let's
Come
go
on.
back. Let's go to this question about like there's some states in the U.S. You making a certain amount of money, half of that going to taxes,
Definitely.
right? So back to this question of are we overtaxed? What percentage of our salary did we say? I don't know if they've ever done this. People don't know the studies now. I'm glad there are more and more studies going on. What percentage of the Bahamian, your average income goes to taxing? And I don't think it's nowhere near what they do in the U.S.
No, because
no,
the only
I don't think so.
only automatic tax that come out, quote unquote, is what, NIV?
No,
Yeah.
under 10%.
What 10%?
You spend it every bill, so it's 10%.
You mean the VAT?
Yeah.
I mean, truth be told, you can start growing food in your yard.
No, I just saying it's
Cookie.
10%, so it's 10%.
If you want.
Come on.
But Carlo, this is what ain't fair though.
Your PM say you have choices.
Do we get back income tax when we file the taxes? Okay, they getting tax
What you
credit.
mean?
We don't have income
We don't have income
I'm
tax.
giving you an example. They get tax heavy,
but,
right?
But for the people
But they
who
can file
collect,
for income tax and get some back.
but
We ain't getting
entities,
none back.
but entities who charge VAT and put in their stuff and they get their percentage
They can
back.
get some back, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
You don't file VAT.
No, I ain't
All the
reached
money
that
is
yet.
made?
I ain't reached that yet.
But
But let me- I have a problem with that.
inland
I have a
revenue.
You don't reach it yet?
Inland revenue.
No.
Inland
I have a problem
revenue.
with that. I have a problem with that. Let me tell you why.
See how boy
Let me
goes
tell
so
you why.
dead quiet.
Watch this. So you telling me as a government, charge VAT. So now that requires me to go get an accountant, do buck work, collect your taxes, and pay you back the tax and don't get nothing in return.
You do. If you,
Why
if
you
you do that,
keep
you will get something in
saying-
return.
What are you getting back in return?
You getting back whatever you supposed to.
Yeah, there's a portion that you get back
It's the portion that you get back.
as a business owner.
Somebody ever got back something back?
Yeah. What do you think? You think
You get something back?
I don't
talk.
I don't make that much.
No, I'm telling you.
I don't
no.
want them
So
with
every,
business.
everybody who does it gets it back. Gets it
No,
back.
I don't have a. Yeah.
No, every business that does it gets it back. Everyone. They do.
Y'all
I tell you.
y'all do sitting there just lying.
Lying what?
Inland revenue, please pay these fellas a business. Y'all pay the tax.
Inland revenue can come to my store and count and get their book and count. I'm not VAT taxable yet. So whatever you want.
You're in that bracket yet.
No.
You
Yeah,
ain't far. You take 2 customers from that.
If I had you back on the restaurant.
You'd be there.
I'll be there. And that $30 and that tip you give me, I'll be back.
See, Kitty say, I get my tax returns. He talking about VAT.
Yeah, people get tax returns.
Just get their VAT back.
One thing with these rich fellas, boy, they know to jump in this
No,
conversation.
that ain't.
boy.
No, that's a bit. But that's a basic thing. With the VAT, people get that.
Yeah.
only get
You
it
have
back
to
once
file,
once
though. You have to
no,
file.
not just file. Once you collect and turn it in. then
Yeah.
file.
Yeah, what
Yeah.
you doing the right thing, get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
You
ain't- if
can't,
ain't turn it
once
in,
again,
then-
trying
It's
to cook the system.
It's still an added expense, though.
Oh, it's out of expense.
That you have to get a
That 10% if that 10% I pay you, you just get that right back.
But you should. I mean,
Boy, Pastor, a lot of people ain't got no account
But
to do
Tito,
it.
when you
you
when you
understand
making
it, you
when you
understand
making
it. You
when you
understand-
making over $100,000 a year, you should be wanting somebody doing your bucks.
Tito, just get
Some
quick
people,
bucks.
you in business. Some people doing making over 100,000. Someone doing their
There's so
bucks.
much. We are. This
There's
is
so much things you could get to do that yourself.
Yeah, you don't need a person.
Just put it in quick
Some of these
bucks.
people still
Programs.
collecting
You
money
use
over the
programs to do
counter.
that.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to. I see a little fancy computer you get set up at your little spot. You can all that set up there for you. You know.
I understand that.
Man,
But
the app Tito has. Sorry,
yeah, you can. That's fine. Me, you have to say
it does. It does that
Yeah,
for you.
I can put it. That's why I know I'm VAT
So you straight.
taxable. Yeah,
That's how you know you
Let me-
what,
yeah.
you
I know-
$2,000
I know.
$2,000 off.
Let me see your 5 years.
I started not to believe him too.
Let me see
Carlo.
last week. Let me see your 5 years. Let me see your 5 years.
I can show you the money, you know.
You can show me the slow week.
I can show you the money, you know.
That week where you travel.
Yeah, I don't see the slow week, but I don't see the good week.
Let me get
Show me the week before the holiday.
Now, I know you over.
Show me
Oh,
the end. Give me the Saturday
Because you're a
report.
cigar lounge.
Oh,
Give me
boy.
the Saturday report for
You
the
have a
spot.
cigar lounge. You got a catering company.
Oh wow.
When
You making some money?
they pay for my food that day at the spot, I say, whoa.
I feel like Sean now. Stop talking everything you see, man.
Huh? Your cigar lounge, the catering company, your printing t-shirt company. You got all kind of company, right?
I don't really talk.
My boy's a motivational speaker too, you know.
Yeah.
You want to see his status?
Oh, no. Hold
you want to see
on.
his status?
A live commentator. Listen, I can't do Sound Wars without him. I can't afford him. I bless him a little something. But San was kind of a championship without him there.
Engagements now too.
Why?
You taking my money?
San was
No wonder why I ain't no phone
San
calls.
was me yet.
Check his WhatsApp page. He on stage showing that he's a motivational speaker.
Wow,
Hold on,
that's
man.
not what that was.
You see we hanging around now?
That's not what that was, man. Y'all gotta stop
I'm
that.
surprised he ain't doing
So
spoken words.
you just saying everybody in the front go to the back in that suit? You doing all that? Just,
Yeah.
You put on that suit just to say that?
Just to say good afternoon.
No. Look at him.
Wow.
You see that?
I try to find your Patreon now.
He was that stage is that's that own.
That,
Nah,
that's,
you know
that's not one.
His
That's
first,
not- that's
he had
not-
one picture up.
I
with
wasn't-
San Wars picture. He removed that because that's low
I
hanging
was
fruit
not
now.
on the stage at the
right?
Take it easy.
He moved the low hanging fruit.
You
on
sitting
photo.
in the car, you see me on any stage, why you always gotta
Get the
flip?
camera zoom into this. Get the camera zoom into this, Delton.
Don't curse on air, boy. Don't you do it. Don't only cost the rating to go up. Don't you cause the rating to go up.
Sean is about to freak.
Don't you cause the rating to go up.
Sean, get him off the floor, man. We do all for that foolishness.
That's what's happening when you get old.
Get the camera.
Let me read some
Sean
comments.
so petty.
It's crazy to think that you should vote for someone because they are the same ethnicity as you and not based on
That's
their
a Trump supporter right there.
on their policies or their policies are. Advert again. When they looked at the groups that voted for and didn't vote Democrat, it was shocking, folks. Latino and black men didn't vote Democrat in this election.
That's a true.
I think folks were upset because they thought that black and Latino men should have supported the Democrats.
Pause right there. You realize Trump got 9% more black votes this
I
election
heard so.
versus the last election he won.
I heard so, yeah.
That's amazing.
Why should I vote black because someone is running
That's
black?
hold on, but that's what he said. That's what he said.
Yeah, I'm just. Could
Yeah.
I speak?
Go ahead.
Thank you. What I mean, we say all the time. People say all the time, not we, that Donald Trump is racist, right? But isn't it racist for you to suggest because I'm black and someone who's running is black, we should vote for them just because they're
Just
black?
'cause they're black.
That's what let me get racist or bias.
Both.
Is she black?
Because see, we only race. You were saying only vote. I should vote for just because
She black.
she black.
And she's a woman.
And
So
worse-
that is saying is don't support white.
Because we racist.
I intentionally watched the
I just think they support Trump.
last Tuesday I watched I intentionally watched CNN and MSNBC. I said I ain't watch Fox because I know I just felt like watching those guys. 'Cause I say I know they can just be mashing up Trump the whole way through. And so if they say Trump win, we sure Trump win. So I said let me watch MSNBC and CNN. This brother said this guy was almost at the point of tears as a broadcaster. He says, "My fare is tonight. I don't know what to go home and tell my daughter. Because this shatters hopes and the things I told." And this dude was being so dramatic, so I was like, somebody playing violin in the background. He said, he don't know what to go home to tell his daughter. That as a black woman, you don't stand a chance in this country. I said, how we get there? But
America ain't vote for because vote for him
we-
because he's white.
bro, and you should see the people them sympathizing and saying like, wow. And then one guy said, but what will you tell your daughter?
She was the great black hope.
He said,
She was the great black hope.
We
I'm gonna
movement.
tell her.
See, I don't think it would have been that bad if it was somebody else who ran for Republic, you know. Only because it's Trump, you know. Only because some of the things that Trump was able to get away with and some of the things that he's done.
And some of the things that they had magnified.
All right.
I say that I'd be
and-
with you, Carlo, if it wasn't for the fact so much things they saying so much things about how she's black and how this and like they put so much emphasis on this being a black.
Yeah, but that's the United States.
I think it's.
But that's what they build on. They build on the same crutch that Bahamian people have that feel like they're entitled.
Yeah.
So Americans have the same crutch like black people supposed to we deserve an upper hand or we deserve a chance or we deserve this because we black.
I think that like that's part of a lot of that. It speaks to affirmative action, right? And when I got over there in the U.S. in school and I found out about affirmative action, I understand the fight and I understand the principle. But I think that it ended up becoming, and like you said, an entitlement kind of thing. So, I ain't get no black person. Okay, come, Carlo, come work for me.
Just to put some color.
Affirmative action
Just
made
put some
you
color
do.
there.
I think America choose policies over
Native American. Oh, we got to hire Native American. And it's like it's a
I
token.
think that's what they do.
So let me ask you a question.
You think they vote for Donald Trump policies?
Let me ask you a question.
It was a reject.
You
it was-
think they vote on Donald Trump policies.
But when I saw the
I believe so, you know.
yes, when I saw the results of this election, that was a clear indication that
know if it was his
America
policies,
rejected the
though.
Democrats'
no,
policies.
but if you look up, if
I know,
I'm not
I
mistaken,
know.
our policies was trending up. You know, the day before the election, our
I
policies was
a lot of them
trending.
trend.
I don't
they were
think
lies.
they vote on
they were
Trump
lies.
policies. They vote against her policies.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
It was a rejection
I
of
ain't sure
Kamala.
what Trump want to do because I hear some things I kind of like it, but I know I don't want race and brown conflict. So definitely, this a no.
Well, I ain't gonna watch anyways. I mean, it don't matter to me. Let's go to the states
No,
once or twice a year.
What was
Come on.
trending? They were taking I guess notes and I guess whatever they was watching was based upon the noise that was being made in the market. When the people who talking during the election, they ain't the deciding numbers. You know, is the ones who ain't talking.
So let me ask you a question. Y'all think?
The ones who do all the talking at the polls.
So Sean, y'all think if she'd have been, would she have been able to have those sit down one-on-one conversation that the president do with those other nations, and she would have been received?
She could have
by
had to sit
them?
down and had a
If he
conversation
be-
with
I,
some
I
reporters.
didn't want to call it specific.
If he be real right,
Cool, right?
It might just be, the 18, the 9% might have been all men, you know, who voted for Trump that didn't vote last election.
But this is what I asking
who
you.
just don't want no woman president.
I think it might be bigger than that, though. The concept is real. What those other countries?
What concept is real?
I try not my
'Cause
best to say
don't do that.
what-
Don't do that because that lady.
No, I'm saying, but what they
'cause
would have
that
accept-
lady.
No.
What's her name? Miss Madam President or Madam Prime Minister Hartley. What's her name? From Barbados.
Mia.
Yeah, she's a
Mia.
monster.
Yeah, but she ain't holding the
She's
stick
a
though.
monster.
But she ain't holding the stick though.
She's the prime
No,
minister.
hear what I'm
They're
saying.
prime minister, right?
She's not holding the stick of the most powerful. They consider the most powerful
Who bought us?
country in the world. What those other nations would have been able to sit down, man to woman,
if you look
and
at-
say,
but if
"Hey,
you- if
you
you-
bend the knee."
If we look at all the
What did
countries,
they
right?
accept that?
If we look at all the countries and their success rate with women prime ministers or women
We-
presidents, they ain't really doing bad.
I understand that, but hear what I'm saying
And
to you.
America though. America's
Hear
a
what I'm
big bad
saying to you.
dog.
I'm saying to
Yeah,
you,
I
what those
understand
other
that.
countries would have
But then you
accepted.
won't never know.
But let's be careful with saying, because we now back to being on gender.
No.
I like where we begin because
No,
to
but-
me it ain't a matter
but-
about being a woman. Are we impressed with? Not we in America,
No,
but
we-
are we impressed with Kamala's ability?
No.
it ain't a matter of being a woman.
So again,
because
that's
I
why I'm
believe
saying, Pastor.
had it been Hillary, it would have been a much
I
stronger
think-
race.
But see, that's the problem. Y'all ducking
not because she
around
white.
the truth. The truth is, the matter is, part of her not being, maybe it's her being a woman.
That
Some
is a
of it
part
might
of it,
have
but
been
that
her
isn't.
gender.
That may be a
Some
part of it.
might have been her gender.
I don't think.
I think it's all in all.
I think that being a woman help.
How about
I think there's a lot of persons who.
It helped her not to lose as bad as she did.
Exactly. No,
Right?
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying being a woman it helped bring you plenty more votes.
Yeah, but
Honestly, I don't
but
think that
when
hurt.
you-
It
but
didn't
when
hurt
you-
the
She did not capture the amount of female votes they thought she would have.
See, Pastor.
Well, I
you
know- I didn't look at the female
It's almost
vote.
like the gambling.
She didn't.
Act when we had an ability to
Even-
vote on it. You know,
even most
a lot of
females
us is
want to be led
gambled,
by a male.
right? But
Yeah.
we know right and wrong.
But here's what I'm saying. What I think is that there are a lot of black women that I believe supported her only because she was a woman.
Yes, she broke
They
records.
are not in support of giving transgender surgeries to people in prison.
I also
They are
agree.
not
But
in
even
support
those-
of the extreme positions of her running mate, who was another kind of extreme.
But
He represented the extreme left. That a lot of those black women were not supportive of those kind of things.
And I understand
but
that,
this
you know,
our
Pastor.
chance to get
Get her
a
in.
black woman in.
But then that's how these pockets a lot
And
of these
so,
votes.
so the point I'm making is
These
her
are-
being a woman didn't hurt.
No, it didn't hurt.
That's
she
the point
raised a lot
I'm
of
making. I
money.
don't think it's fair to say that hurt.
yeah,
I think it's part and part though, Pastor. Even
It
though you're saying
depends,
it,
though. It
I still saying
depends.
it.
it might have gotten more black women out the vote,
Yeah,
right? But then the people who needed the vote for quote unquote
and do it
didn't vote for her.
because she's a woman.
So
A lot of the
I don't
black
think
women,
because-
a lot of the black women.
Who did Trump beat in his first president Hillary, right? So he beat.
Why you remember that?
I vote for him in PLP. United States don't bother me much. He beat Hillary, right?
You have a lot to say though. You have a lot to
With-
say on this.
With 9% less black votes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So now you have a black woman and you beat her with 9% more.
So that goes to tell you, to my point.
Let me have your point before I get
Yeah,
your point.
mhm.
What's your
So
point?
that means that counteracts your defense that playing a black woman help. Because if you was a black woman and Hillary is a white woman and Hillary garnered more black votes than you, your position as a black woman didn't matter.
I know. I don't know if it's a straight line like that, because I believe that Trump getting shoot, and we just talking. We all speculate. We have nothing. We have no data to support that. Trump getting shoot.
I like where you going with that.
Win a lot of black man.
Of course. That's
Trump
a good.
getting sued.
Yeah.
Win
You
a
trying
lot
to say
of
that give you're trying to say
Yes,
that give Trump street credit?
You know what?
Yes.
That's-
Yes, Sean.
that is-
all this matters.
That
all this
is
matters.
a very,
All this matters.
very racist, biased comment.
No,
That is a
all
bunch
this
You
of-
can say
matters.
whatever
They
you want to
trying
say.
to say
I
that
care
give
what you
Trump
say.
street credit, folks.
Yes.
I've never heard
Yes.
more nonsense
That boy gets
on
sued.
national radio.
Who?
Wait,
That boy
wait,
gets
wait,
sued,
where
boy.
you get shoot?
Sean,
Where you
that
get-
help.
where you get shoot?
Don't worry about that.
Wait,
He
what
gets
state
sued.
he was
Even
in?
he get shoot.
What state? What
He
state?
get grace.
What state that was?
Y'all don't
You ever get
understand
grace?
though.
What state that was? What
You ever
state
shed
that?
blood?
What state that was?
Bad shed blood.
What
And
state
then
that
he
was?
get up and say, fight.
Well, some argue what he said. They say it wasn't funny,
Hey.
but I don't know.
I know what they.
That's all like one of our good friends to do that same action. I ain't got no name.
Yeah,
I ain't the jail like that.
I know that's what you mean. But anyway, all you gotta do is let Trump do a little mural, then let him do a little mural somewhere where he gets shoot, then him and the
I
bottom.
think a lot of black women celebrated the fact that we had a black woman running for president.
That's it.
But they didn't really want a black woman being their leader or any woman in that.
I don't think it's them.
for that matter.
I don't think it's them.
Y'all keep saying that.
I don't think it's the women. I think it's the men that did
It
not
is everybody.
want her.
It is everybody who did.
Because she's a woman.
Because she's a woman.
I know.
You can't
So
say because she's a woman.
you believe her argument was that strong for president? You think she built a big case, a good case?
I feel as if you have a lot of, what the word? I would use the right word. Because all men supposed to be masculine.
But chauvinist, misogyny.
Yeah. That's
Okay, good. Let's hold them words. Good, fine. Two good words: chauvinism and misogyny. Did you hear an argument from Kamala in any of those conversations she had to make you say, "Oh yeah, she make a good president"?
I didn't pay attention.
Okay, anything? That's so you don't listen to nothing.
So basically, 1 or 2 days, I didn't hear anything to say, okay.
There was I
just didn't like her policy.
hear-
I didn't like her policy.
I
It
didn't
ain't
hear
her
baby
policy.
girl-
It's the Democrat policy.
I
I
didn't
ain't
hear
gonna put that
baby
on her.
girl
No.
say nothing. To
Boy,
me. With
Sean.
every due respect,
was the-
I
she was the poster
People say
girl.
she's smart. Okay, yeah, no problem. She's smart. Good, but I heard nothing from her to say. Like from Hillary, I totally disagree with Hillary's position on a lot of things. They're liberal.
Mm-hmm.
However, Hillary's conversations, arguments, and policies
Are strong.
discussions were strong.
That's what she
what
didn't
I'm
have.
saying from Kamala, there was nothing.
How long? And then another thing, how long are you at the campaign?
I understand
It
it, but
don't
it is
matter.
what it is.
You want
but
some of the
that's-
interviews?
It's true. It's true.
She
You're
got
right.
rattled very easily, and she got emotional plenty times.
She's a black woman.
You don't gotta say she is a black woman.
Now you are the chauvinist and the misogynist.
I want to just,
And-
I just
and-
want to punch them with
and
that to see what they can say. You
You
understand?
don't want that in leadership.
But see, all
You don't
those
want that in
pump
leadership.
faking. Y'all know that's the reality of what it is. A lot of people feel like that they ain't gonna say it because it don't sound nice to say.
Reach
But a lot of
about
people
comment.
think like that in the
Yeah, she
background.
got caught in a lot of
Hold on,
lies.
hold on.
A lot of
let
people
me
think like
let
that.
me ask you a question. I come right now. Watch this though. Let me ask you all this question in the Bahamas. If so we get any number woman,
It's not going to happen.
and we are more conservative than the United States.
Right.
If Loretta Butler had been the leader of the F&M,
Right.
going up against Brave Davis,
She'd have given a better fight, but she's gonna beat.
I can use a
you
good
think
term.
how do you think she
She
would
would
have
have
done?
get the pants beat off her.
I don't think so.
She would
I
have given a
think
better
so.
fight.
Pastor,
She would have
yes,
given.
sir.
I don't think so.
That pump faking shoes can get the pants beat off her.
I don't
And
think
if she'd
so.
have put on a skirt, this could beat the skirt off her too.
I
She
totally
still would have got beat, but she would have given a better fight.
I think she'd
You know,
been right up
you
there
know,
head and
you know what the demand on?
What?
You know what the man, the factor, the put over the top, what deputy was.
I got you there.
Based on her deputy, she had a fighting chance. I think she had a real chance based if she had a
And
real
this-
strong
and
deputy.
this-
But
So,
and
this
to your
country
point, it's
is
because she's
more-
a strong.
That's
woman.
why I say so. Don't give me no woman thing.
But y'all realize, right?
We are more conservative than the U.S. will ever want to be as a country. If we across the board,
Huh?
never said. She couldn't even.
As a matter of fact,
No.
she's
Yeah, but
stronger
that's
than
inside.
She's stronger than
That's inside politics.
That's
But
inside
Pastor,
politics.
That's the problem.
No, I mean,
No, not necessarily. No, if she got to the forefront.
if he put up enough
Pastor,
fight,
she's getting big.
I would dance it. If
She's
she was
getting big.
able to put up a fight internally to outright win to leadership,
She's getting
with
big.
a strong number 2,
That'd have been a
that
fight.
election would have been
Crazy
almost
fight.
50-50.
That's what y'all want to think.
Boy, Tito.
That's what y'all want to think.
Tito.
We know just how these
Y'all know this country-
elections for leadership in the different
That's
parties
what y'all
go.
think.
And
That's-
who has the
that-
most stalwart councillors?
Yeah, that's exactly.
If it was a more fair playing ground, I think she would have dominated
So
the
let me
fair
ask you a
election.
question, Sean. Y'all don't think
Because
that's
of
a
who she was
small
going up against.
representation of what the country is?
Huh?
Let's put the next question.
Say again?
Let's do something else. Let's say it was Glennis against Minutes in 2017 and not Perry against Minutes.
Or Glennis is bunch him right up.
Glenn Spongeaboo.
Minutes.
I don't
Punch the
think so.
pieces.
Boy,
I don't think so.
Glennis is the punch in the pieces.
I think she get the pants
He
beat off
just
her
get
too.
beat so bad he'll move the country.
I think the pants get beat off her too.
Tito.
No boy.
Tito, if 2017, if Glennis had led the PLP up against Dr. Minutes,
Pastor,
He get punched right up.
no, why?
No,
Because
and I
this
make-
our people, right?
and you know why I
get
doing this? I ain't doing this for
I wouldn't-
PLP. I doing this to
I
make the
wouldn't
point
agree
that
with that.
this
He get punched
argument
up.
that
He get punched up.
that woman and
Pastor
wouldn't
can come a
win
time, you know.
leadership, that we ain't ready for
No.
woman leaders, that's not true. This
see?
idea that we ain't ready for woman leader is, I don't agree with that. I believe we have some strong women there. If they got to the fore,
I think they'll do an awesome
they in
job.
there.
But in the back of their minds, they ain't willing to put their foot to the fire.
We
I
will
ain't
put
get
it
what
for
y'all
them.
saying. I ain't get what y'all saying.
What you mean, Dave? Explain that. What you mean, Dave?
This
with that?
country ain't willing to put their foot to the fire to put a woman in leadership.
I disagree.
And a time will come,
It
and we will
depends on
see.
who the woman is, Tito.
It ain't
I
long
say-
now.
I think it depends on who
It
the woman
ain't
is.
long now. It coming.
It depends on
Let me know
who
my
the woman
can leave.
is.
So if you look at it, women are taking over leadership in this country in different roles.
They was always in leadership. Y'all just don't know it. They press all the buttons. Only us play like we in charge. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, but
So this whole thing with
We get a
women
lot of
in
comments.
leadership,
Now do
they in
you
charge now anyhow.
let me read the comments. Darling, run the screen. Let me read the comments. Let me see. Now, do you think the men were being sexist and they weren't ready for? Did we get Mauricio comment in?
No.
Go back to Mauricio one, please. Before I get to Anwar, we're overtaxed because we shouldn't be paying VAT on custom tax. So can somebody confirm that? Do we actually pay VAT on custom
Yes,
tax?
you do. Yes, you do.
No, we don't pay VAT on customs.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
I
do.
think you do.
Yes, you
I
do,
think-
Sean.
Hold on, let me. You ask a question, right?
You saying no? We telling you, yeah,
never gotta
you
answer that,
wrong.
Sean. You pay back on customers.
Could I explain?
Sean, even the producer look at you and go, I tell you, yeah.
You
can
wrong.
leave that. Move on. Yeah, we do.
If I bring in a car,
Go ahead.
I pay duty on that car.
Uh-huh.
I pay VAT on the shipping.
No,
And what
sir.
else you pay?
I don't pay VAT on the car.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you
You
do.
do?
I don't environmental fee.
Hold on.
I don't even know what that fee
Hold
for.
on. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My apologies.
I mean,
apologize.
all that-
Sorry for the misinformation. Sorry for the misinformation.
I don't know
me and
how
Mom
you can pay
say
tax
if-
now. Marisha, you made a valid point. You win Marisha for 10 points because that's double. Now that's double taxing. You can't pay tax on tax, man. That's
Come
double
on, gotta
taxing.
pay VAT too.
Pay duty on the
Who the government paying back to?
shipping.
They coming.
Which government?
The
The one
Treasury.
again, the same kitty.
I take let me see. Let me see. And then I open it.
Y'all gotta
Now,
stop.
do you think the men were being sexist and they weren't ready for a black woman to be president, or
Yeah.
did they not agree with the policies? Y'all realize
I
how
think it's
radical these Democratic policies are?
Yeah, it was crazy.
There are still a lot of conservative people in the United States. Their policies are wild, but
I agree
I,
with you,
I,
Pastor.
I didn't know the policy.
But
Like,
it was crazy.
you gotta
But
revisit that.
I saw an interview with some article on what a guy named who ran with Kamala. What's his name was? Vance is Trump. What the other boy? I can't remember what his name was. He got a policy like I heard Stephen A had Hannity on last night, and Hannity it was a very good interview. Hannity was saying with Stephen A last night. He's saying, listen, he said he don't believe nobody is against those early abortions, having early abortions, whatever the case is. He said Democrats and Republicans, we all, that happens and nobody wants nobody to go to jail if they have an early abortion, whatever the case is.
Right.
He says, but I actually saw her candidate, one article from him, that he wanted abortions up to 7-8 months old.
oh, that's a whole
Oh,
person.
see, that's where I have the problem.
That's a whole person.
7-8
And it's too late.
months old?
That's
And
a
they
whole
say,
person.
and they say, well,
And he said that's murder.
Yeah, that's
that's
definitely.
murder. Because they said, and they said, because someone could have been raped. Yeah, I said, hold on. First
It
of all,
can't get all the way to
first of
9
all,
months.
how
It'll be 8
you
months,
get to
though.
9 months?
Waltz. His name is Waltz. Thank you.
So if and I'm being very sensitive, so I'm trying to be very sensitive as I speak about this because there are a lot of victims.
Of course, absolutely.
Um,
Don't use rape. Use just talk generally. I don't even want to zero in on rape because I mean, no matter how you do it, people can think you.
Yeah.
Somebody could get offended from the standpoint. Just use the whole idea of the whole. Make your point without using the rape as an
yeah,
example.
you've been
For
without
whatever reason.
consent, without
Right.
reason.
Right.
And I think if this happens, first of all, you got to go to the hospital and they have to put out a rape kit,
yeah.
yada yada.
Mhm.
There's also a procedure that could be done at that same time to flush you, to ensure that you don't get to a place where you end up being pregnant unwillingly. So, in a situation like that, and I know sometimes you're emotionally distraught,
And all
yada
don't,
yada.
all ladies that are raped don't go to the hospital for rape kit.
and all
don't call
don't.
the police. They don't go to that.
And
that's-
so
we
if-
understand that.
So, at what point do you say to yourself, maybe I need to do this to ensure that this doesn't happen? Because you don't want to get to a place where, if something like this happens, and you have to now make a decision. So when do you decide that to avoid that?
Can't be 7, 8 months later. I know
That's 7, 8 months. That's a,
So that's
a-
that's where the flaw is in for that argument. for me.
but the guy Waltz, he was one of them who supported all the way. Like, and that's to me that's very extreme, man.
I
That's
agree.
like-
I agree. It is extreme.
That's extreme, man.
So it may be a mix of both. It may be a mix of policies.
I think some of those policies. I mean, now, honestly, for me, and this I get in trouble for this. Of course, we are anti-abortion, but the abortion to me is not as big a deal for me as is that push on the LGBTQ thing. When I'll never forget when Kamala came here last year when she said to our person from the Pride movement, "I'm here for you. I heard your voice."
No, don't do that.
Oh, that's what she said? I didn't remember that.
Because now what you do is putting out one person over everybody else's belief.
No, well,
That's the reality, Carlo.
I mean, did you get invited to the plane, plane side? I didn't get invited to the plane side. How that person get invited to the plane side?
she heard her voice.
So she come for that one person. So why she ain't carry on the plane with her?
I misrepresent. That's happened, right?
Why she carry on the plane with her? She could carry on the plane.
Yeah, she
Get some more comments.
You're being facetious.
She come for that one person.
High taxes might discourage investment, leading to slower job creation and economic progress. Wealthy individuals often reinvest their money into business, spurring innovation and productivity. Absolutely. The more money I want, I have the more money I want.
Yeah.
So I can invest more. where I have
Invest more. But if you being overtaxed, you'd be like, hey, I need to find somewhere else to invest my money.
This Randigo led and Tito know plenty money for the developer to build a reverse osmosis system. Absolutely, plenty money. And not just to build it, then more money to run it. Hello, laugh out loud. Tito, it's not 100,000 gross once you're doing 100,000 in sales. You just trying to let you know that you're doing 100,000. You're just trying to help you out. Thanks, bro.
Aye.
I didn't say you doing that.
I know, having great customers like them, my son will be there shortly.
Identity politics, the cause of the Democrats' downfall. I totally agree. Her party didn't like her before July, and when she became the candidate, the media was trying to erase the dislike they had for her. Absolutely. Good point, Jody. Even Caitlyn Jenner supported Trump.
You all
Jenner supported. He did for Trump. By grab. I mean, she did. He did.
Y'all stop.
They did.
Y'all
No,
don't want to accept the
you
truth.
know what this
That's the truth,
election
that's the
proved to me,
reality.
though.
Wait, stop. Wait, pause.
No, hold on,
Pause.
hold on,
Pause.
no, no, no,
We
no,
have
no,
some
no,
comments, we have some comments,
in the
bro.
comments in.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Pause.
Let
Let him get it out. He can
Denczil
forget.
tell me pause. You don't tell me pause. You pause. That's what. You back up. Back up, Negro. Thank you. Go ahead, Pastor.
She focused.
He don't get to tell me what to do.
She focused on the things that didn't matter to the people's votes. She needed. She was already going to win the black woman vote. You got to capture other people.
There you go.
Good point. She didn't address any issues. Harris danced around any question. That's totally correct. Hillary's loss had nothing to do with her being a woman. That also is correct. That also Hillary didn't lose because she's a woman.
That's it right there.
No, Tito.
I hear y'all.
What's LBT?
If Loretta Butler Turner was the leader of the F&M, she would have beat Brave.
I tell you
Okay. She couldn't be that crew
Who
where she
said
was. She
that?
could be
That
brave.
sounds like a strong F&M.
That
Everybody-
wasn't happening. She can get the punch.
Dwayne says, I wasn't calling names. My apologies, everybody, for not calling your names. I apologize. That was Rin just now. Somebody called Rin. R-H-Y-N, I believe.
Really?
Rin. Sorry if I pronounced your name incorrectly, my dear. Or my brother. I ain't sure that's male or female. Rin. Butler Turner would have been an amazing challenger.
I like that. That's more real to me. I can't say whether she would win or lose.
Why the
but
people love
she would have
Glennis?
been
This
an
Rin
amazing
Higgs. Rin again. Rin says, boy, the people love Glennis.
Not the PLP. The people.
The people.
The people. How people?
Everybody.
Randigo
How
says,
people?
nobody, the people them, boy.
Who's the people in Boston?
Everybody love Glennis, man. You don't like Glennis?
I never say I don't like
Oh, I
Glennis.
want to be
But y'all
careful.
got-
We's coming to get you.
Huh?
We's coming to get you. We say you don't.
You
All
can-
us. All
you
us.
You cannot meet Glennis and not like Glennis.
If you say you don't
You
like
meet Glennis before, Sean?
Everybody met Glennis.
I never met Glennis.
well, we had to fix that because you have
You
because we
know
have
you're
called.
at the
Let me
barbershop.
call Glenn. Let me call Glennis.
Hello,
You like
Glennis,
Glennis? She
right
come
now.
barbershop.
Yeah.
I can
Let me fall in love with
We can
Glennis.
bring Glennis on the show.
Yes. Let me fall in love with Glennis.
She.
And you know
Be
why we
careful.
like Glennis so much?
Whoa,
Because
whoa.
Now, when y'all bring
Be
Glennis,
careful, but Pandora's box will open. Don't start
When
bringing these
y'all-
politicians
show.
on this show.
why not? We should.
And let's finish with the comments.
but you know
first,
why people
man.
like Glennis? Because who
Why
her
people
father
like
was.
Glennis?
Because people love Eddie Hanna.
Now see now you.
So now you saying
being-
she's only
you
loved by
being-
her father
Now you
because
being
of her father.
misogynist and
No. I don't mean to say. I don't mean to say
People
because.
don't even know who he is.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Hold on. Sacrilege now. Hold on, Tito.
See, Pastor, be
hold
little
on now,
old, you know.
Tito.
See, and
Whoa,
this is your
doggy.
problem. Y'all
Whoa,
don't know.
doggy.
People don't know who Eddie Hanna is.
No, Pastor, they don't know.
Good
They
evening,
can't
everybody. We
tell
had a
you
good
who
show.
he
Y'all
is.
take care. Give me the show over. Because
All right. Y'all
you
stay right there.
insulted. You just say what?
Pastor, the 80% of people don't even know who he is. They can't even tell you what he contributed to this country. They lost.
See the man that you but you get
See,
your
you know what your
percentage
problem
from.
is? Y'all always
me
want to do the
finish.
pump faking
We,
thing.
we got about 20 more
Because
comments.
we
Let's-
in
let's-
here,
let's-
here and know, y'all think the majority of people know. The majority of people don't know.
Let me finish reading my
I
comments.
mean,
Don't care.
I like to talk to, right? But I mean,
All right,
if it's
then.
like 20 of them here.
Let me have
All
more
right,
comments.
Let's get some more.
She, being Loretta Butler Turner, wouldn't win if she wasn't coming. If she wasn't coming in after minutes, he had a bad term. Same for Hannah Martin. She would have lost if she had to follow Perry. He had a bad term.
Randico, go to church.
I ain't know if I agree with Randico. I think
Randico, go
I
to
think
church.
persons got rid of Perry Christie for Perry Christie, not necessarily for the PLP. You know, I think that's why persons just was upset with Perry Christie.
Perry's last loss was the rejection of him.
But
It wasn't the. It was,
both his losses.
but I mean, mainly the last one.
Because the one he
Yeah,
lost,
see,
the one he
definitely
lost,
he lost.
the
Because
one
that's
he
the
lost
first
to
time he lost in this constituency.
truth. But the one he lost to Ingram, if you remember, even though it's hard to beat Hubert Ingram, but Perry Christie had a booming economy. Things was rocking,
Yes.
and rolling. People were just mad at
For
Perry
what?
Christie.
For what?
The fighting stuff, man. Don't forget the fight in the cabinet.
Yeah, he did not control
Those
his
things
cabinet.
were bad. No,
And so
they was
they
bad. People
felt
thought that he was a
they
weak.
saw the
understand
soft
People
leadership.
thought he was a weak leader.
Yeah.
No, that was the talk. The
It
talk
gave that perception,
See,
and
and
that
that's
when
our
that
problem
man
in
out
this country, you know. Once one person start to talk, everyone just run on and go with it.
Yep. Somebody say yes, we do. I don't know what Heather mean. Heather say yes, we do. On Glennis, we love Glennis. Come on, Heather. Come on here, we love Glennis. You do pay VAT on customs. Pay tax on the tax. That was to you, Kenyatta. She's talking to you.
Yeah, I already got that bigger VAT on everything.
You pay VAT.
Everything.
You pay on the duty and the shipment. They come for you now, Kenyatta. How much more? Plenty more? Not much more. All right. She said, and on the landed cost. Tim Waltz, thank you, Jody. That's it. All right, good stuff. Yeah. All right.
Now, Sean, we continue shouting in the mic. Go ahead, do you think?
I want you to go back to 80.
I don't even remember what we was talking about.
you don't got the Adiana.
Yeah.
You said the country don't know Adiana.
Now, the voting
You
country,
said
the
80%.
voting masses don't know Adiana.
No, Tito.
Non-voting masses don't know him.
The younger maybe
ones.
the younger voting man.
Like your boys and down.
Yeah.
But I think once you that 25 and up,
Hey, Pastor, I think if you got to go, you got to get a number like probably 28 and down.
no problem. I'll tell
Even,
that.
but how'd I get the majority?
That ain't the majority though. But then I want to refute what now I want to go to Kenyatta's
You got to
point.
stop this, you know.
I was
Listen, give me 2 things Adiana did for this country.
Come on, man, Tito, man.
Adiana's
Come on.
my family, by the way. If y'all know this, I mean, him and Glass almost look like twins. So that's like somewhere down the family line. That's like my family member, somehow, some way. But tell me 2 things Adiana did for the country, Sean. I know some things, but
we even ain't gotta go
go
into
there.
what he did. We're talking about just the gravitas, the weight of who the man was.
Yeah.
No, because you
Even-
know some people say that she's only loved because of her father.
Right, and because he was
Because
loved.
he was loved.
Sean said that.
And honestly, it don't even matter.
Because he was
what
loved.
he was just loved. A lot of people that were loved and we ain't know what they do,
There
but
are
they
some
just loved.
politicians who are just politicians, and there's some politicians who are just people, bro.
Now, Adiana did a lot. One of
And
the
they-
things,
Yes, I know.
I
I know,
did.
boss. He did it, and he fought a lot of
and
fights.
he was big on Bahamianization.
Yes.
He wasn't into that
Just
whole
like
British system.
Glennis, and she got
He
that
wasn't
from
into
Pa.
that. I don't think he died as Adiana. He didn't die as Sir Adiana.
Right.
No, I'm telling you, he didn't want it. He said, keep it.
Very humble.
No, it wasn't humble.
No, I'm just saying.
I don't want.
He's
I
also
don't
very
want
humble.
the British people things.
Mm,
We fight to get from under them. I don't want it, and I'm pretty. I'm right. Check this. Yeah, he died as Adiana. He didn't die as Sir Adi. He said, I'll keep that. I good.
He say, "Sorry, your ma."
see, like Trey, see the comment Trey make?
What Trey say?
Trey nobody Adiana.
The older voting masses rate Adiana. Thank you, Trey. Thank you.
I didn't say they didn't.
You say
I just said
80% don't know Adiana. Adiana is known very well.
Okay.
Adiana was, and I heard he was a beast in St. Anne's consistency.
Yeah, he resigned in the England.
Yeah. 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 But I still want to knock on the other point was that I don't think she was loved because of
She loved by herself.
she loved by herself.
How much,
She's
how much,
loved.
how
I
much
believe
people
that.
have, how much people have good
I
dads?
believe that.
Listen,
And they had
listen
to
to
do
my.
it- and they
Y'all
had to
didn't
do
let me
stuff.
explain my point like y'all usually do.
No man, you always run on unnecessary.
I believe she
forces.
loved because of her, not because of that.
She has a lot of the same characteristics as her dad.
I thought you said
Y'all didn't let me get there.
like you should have started with that.
No, you don't tell me how to start. You don't get to do that.
It's getting ridiculous now.
I would love to have her to come. I mean,
She would.
yes.
She most definitely would. She is
I think she's one of the most down to earth people.
extremely
And
down
I
to
didn't
earth.
like what she's doing in the schools.
You
is
don't eat them all.
what she's doing in the schools is great. I thought it should have been done 20 years ago. 20 years ago.
Yeah, what's she doing?
She's revamping the whole education
She's
system.
adding track and field to a lot of the schools. She's putting pools in a lot of these schools, and that should have been done a long time
Schools
ago.
getting solar, schools getting generators.
Schools got
Schools-
sold. Yes,
they
sir.
They fixing the
Yes,
Wi-Fi
sir.
in the schools. I mean,
Yes,
they was
sir.
there, but they
Let me ask a question.
sir.
And some private organizations, entities were volunteering to put pools in the schools. Are they doing this on their own, or they are partnering with the government?
Whether they
Partner.
partner with the government or not,
Okay.
Sean, the fact that they're making it come to fruition
I
is
just
awesome.
wanted to
I
know how
understand
it was
what
being
you're saying.
done.
The problem is these stuff has been on the table a long time. We just got some people who lazy and only come there to do what they need to do to make sure they straight, and they ain't doing the job that they're supposed to be doing.
They want now partner with the government to put community pools in different communities.
How much bull on it?
I heard that. I mean, Glennis had a mad, and I think she said a couple of times. She said she is passionate about all Bahamians know how to swim.
She is. She did say it
She said that.
at the press conference. She did
Yeah,
say it.
she's passionate about that, and as she should.
If pool in every government school, Sean, in every community.
That's what I'm trying to say. You know, if we were in high school already,
If in all the junior schools,
Yes,
all
I
the
think
high schools,
I think every
you know what I'm
major
saying?
community should have a major park, and in those major parks, I think each one of them should have a pool.
you know how much it is to maintain a boat?
I wouldn't even
That's
go.
the conversation.
I wouldn't even go
I do.
towards the park thing. That's a whole nother kid and
It's
caboodle.
not as much as you think.
Sean, that little thing you have up in West Benton.
What would you know?
All right, short of a pool. Short of a pool.
Let's close the show.
It's all right if you're pool. It's all right, Sean.
Tito, you have a pool?
Huh?
You have a pool?
I have two pools in my house. One in that room, and my one in the master bedroom. I got two pools. If that would y'all call
Carlo,
a pool,
Carlo, you get a pool?
let's call it a pool.
Ain't nobody pool bigger than mine.
You
I
have a pool?
got Montague Beach.
Hey, sure I do.
You have a pool? All right.
Yeah, man, right in West Benton community.
I come back on the show.
It's all right to have a pool, Sean.
You don't run a pool?
Listen, let me tell you something.
I know Pastor Denczil.
Sean, let me
Sorry,
tell you something.
Sorry, though.
As God elevate you, accept the elevation. God
Oh,
will
you know
elevate.
it.
He wants you to be
Expensive.
seen. It's
It
all right.
is.
It's all right.
That's it.
Abolish-
It's all right, Sean.
Mute these mics, please.
Sean, it's all
I
right.
have something I need to say.
That's all right, Sean.
Mute the mics.
Don't mute no
I have
mic.
something I need to say.
You don't mute this mic.
Carlo,
Don't
say
mute the
Carlo,
mic. It's
say
all right.
Carlo plays nice. Say little pool. that's Randy go.
When I get my pool, I can let everybody know I got a pool. It's all right,
Say,
Sean.
like
Jubilee
the-
Gardens have a pool. Let's go.
Like Jubilee Gardens
have a
pool,
Yeah.
putting it in is a great thing, but we have to
Fox Hill
maintain it.
community has a pool.
How they maintain that? How's it going?
It's going very well.
Good.
I'm going to ask somebody something night because I look locked right
Every
down like
week.
prison.
Every week, bro.
Every week.
Every week.
You busy?
Yeah.
Huh?
No, I
In
know.
the summer, I know every week is rolling. I don't know what it is now.
Okay.
You look like you're locked down like
Hey,
prison.
man, people super now because the water getting cold.
But I mean, how do they do it at Fox Hill? I don't know. How do they monitor it? Anybody just come and go to the pool? How does it work?
No, it's a Fox Hill Community Center, so you have to, someone is always there.
Right.
They have a team that's managing it.
Right.
And so you don't just show up and go to the pool.
I mean, so how do you? I mean, do you know?
I can't say, but I know.
I wonder how that work. If I live in Fox Hill, do I send my children to just go to the pool or?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
No, I mean, is it wide open? Is there a limit? Is there? How does that work?
You don't know about Fox Hill.
Yeah.
You live in Chalet.
Chalet, sorry.
Shirley need to get a pool
Where they get but that?
on Shirley Street.
Well,
Right there, but
in between you and Purple View
no,
Fred
right there next
mentioned us doing
to
awesome
Tito's
jobs in Boston.
executive on that park.
on that bar
Only one car can park
with the basketball court in your rim.
with slidey. The basketball says slidey. You try to lay up your slide down, Shirley need the pool.
Big get rim 9.
Yeah, glass rim.
Yeah, all they
No,
like
look
that.
fancy. No fancy, man.
You put them up big.
No,
You put them up. I want them said. You put them up,
The MP?
You ain't
No.
even know the name.
no,
The MB put them up?
no.
Who put them up?
Who you think put them up?
Across the road?
The last one who's in there for them put them up.
Last man,
Listen,
the
but
F
we
and
are
them.
not-
They just can't put up the other day.
No, sir.
Your
No,
boy
sir.
TC ain't put them up? I mean, not TC.
Oh, you talking about
No.
what's his name?
Across the road, they put them up?
No.
Shannon Dog, right?
So I know I ain't never been there. So I know I've been to Manibus.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the man was there.
So I've been another one
I
of
thought
your...
he was the guy at the beaches and parks.
Yeah, but they don't do that. I've been another one of your churches the other day.
Okay, which one?
Your post out, your name, your face right on the post outside the church. I see boy dancing all over the place preaching. Delivery way.
Deliverance Way.
Yeah.
Oh, Voice of Deliverance?
Yeah.
How you get there?
The man, the gold mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have an ambassador.
Why you had to say the
Why
pool?
you-
man?
He called me one night asking for direction, saying, where Voice of Deliverance is. You
That's
know,
a-
you know what he thought was Voice of Deliverance?
The church on Abundant
Abundant
Road.
Life.
Yeah.
You can tell us, man, I don't go to church, right?
I don't go to them kind of church.
Why you saying that?
Why you selling that?
I mean, I'm not I don't frequent those churches, so I don't know.
What is those churches? What are you saying
What that
about?
mean?
Pentecostal, Baptist, is Heineken. I know all.
That
I know.
like me saying,
I
I don't go to
almost.
church
I
with a swing
know.
smoke.
I know almost all the Heineken
you know-
churches.
you know-
What church you don't go to?
You know where Malcolm
Church
Road
with a
is?
swing smoke.
With swing smoke?
Yeah.
You know where Malcolm Road is?
You got to
I do know
something.
Malcolm.
You know where Malcolm Road is?
Yeah. Right off, right. That's,
He didn't know where Malcolm Road was.
Don't do that. I know where Malcolm Road
Carlo,
was.
you didn't know where Malcolm Road is?
I've been working for UPS for a year and a half. I know every road in this country. I asked him which way is easier, Malcolm Road or off Soldier Road. That's what I asked him.
Got you.
That's all I asked him. Don't do that. You sly. Now I didn't know where the church was. But true. I thought the church you see on TV as a young child was on Abundant Life Road. I thought that's where Voice of Deliverance was. That's where I thought the church was. Now why I made that comment? Because he made it very clear the church that's what we support. That was it. I didn't ask. I didn't assume that. He made it very clear with his gold mic.
Oh, ladies say
what is
Jubilee Pool is empty and green,
With gold mic.
abandoned.
He
What
made
is
it.
it?
He made it very. He made it very clear
The what?
that they have to win the next election.
They have them? What you was there for?
I went for a funeral, right? But he didn't preach. He was talking in the background like
Sit in
that.
the sit in the chair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a surgery. He had
Yeah,
a
he had-
7-hour surgery.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And he mentioned that in the gold mic. He did talk about that. But the bishop that did preach did a very, very good job.
Okay,
He made things very relatable.
okay.
And he attacked the in the church, right?
Oh, Jesus.
So it's like, wow. He didn't directly did it, he indirectly do it. He
Yeah.
made comments like, we gotta come together. We don't need two, what was the word is? A house don't need two leaders or something like that. Things like that. So he, the current leader of opposition and his crew sitting on one side.
Oh, they were there.
Yeah. The other side and his crew.
Oh, you been to the F&M for no? You the F&M?
I am
ain't let that thing go
a
yet?
supporter of a political party. You don't get me. I'll tell you off there who I support. But in any event, there was a lady that was.
So why you want to say
There was a lady.
who you support off the air, but you want to say other things on the air?
But whispered
That
words.
you's a real hypocrite, and I rebuke you.
So you can get him back, whispering wins. Who do he support?
Okay, Chalet.
Who do he support?
He support.
See, this your problem now. You're soft, but y'all want to be hard.
But I thought it was so like. You come to a funeral, right?
Right.
At some point, you got to put things aside.
Right.
If only for half an hour,
Sure.
right? It wasn't half an hour. You know where y'all go. It wasn't half an hour.
Who you keep saying?
Oh, whatever. But they were on two totally different sides of the church. So I said, y'all couldn't come together
I look bad.
for 1 hour
I look bad.
for this?
So there are PLP on one side.
No.
and F&M on the other.
Both
F&Ms.
Both red.
Oh.
Yeah, but after them, no, PLB, if it's PLB now, then you understand they can
Yeah.
have some separation if they want to.
One
right?
got his crew, the next one got his
No,
crew.
well, the current leader of opposition of his crew and the outgoing leader of opposition,
You need to let it go.
he have
baby.
another group.
Let it
Let's
go,
look at there's a wedding. You know, the
Let it
groom
go.
family on one side and the bride family on the next
I
side.
say, this is amazing. I see y'all come to church. I say,
And Rev called it out. The Rev was on the mic called it
yeah,
out.
he got it out. So you don't need two leaders.
Oh,
One out.
boy.
But it's amazing, though. It's
Let
good.
it go,
I say,
man.
boy.
Somebody have a question for you, Tito. They said swing smoke. What that mean? Swinging smoke. What that mean?
Same how we was referred to as those kind of church.
Ola, you say Pastor leave our swinging smoke. It wasn't me. It was Tito Howard Bethel. I ain't said nothing but the people. I just made clarity on
Yeah, they
him
give the people
saying-
my government middle name.
Yeah, I even put all there. Tito.
But
who
that place
put
don't
up-
answer me. They know they swing smoke.
And then Rin Higgs one know Tito who put up the glass backboard on the park. Please confirm. But that's people want to know.
Oh no, y'all can get me going on that rabbit hole.
You can say who put the glass backboard? Because it's very fancy. I'm very glad to know the glass backboard going in the park in that area. It's very nice.
Anybody's used that?
Of course.
You believe in that?
Once or twice.
You still running around a guy's bike on your back?
Definitely.
You know what I believe, though, in reference to the swinging smoke? Those persons...
Incense.
Give me a break. Those persons who usually who visit and attend those churches regularly, they have very strong lungs. Because I visit a few times, and let me tell you something.
You could holler.
I only pride caused me not to walk out. It was a struggle to breathe.
Some churches is doing a bit more than others.
It's a struggle
some
to
churches
breathe.
they live here, right? But not all churches they
Yes,
live
y'all
like
need,
that.
they need to get cleansed. So they-
Nobody in
they
that
bring them in
congregation.
here.
I
I
don't
don't
mind
think,
they do it.
you know,
Stop
if
that,
you
man.
if you do the
Stop that.
statistics, ain't much regular attendance of Anglican and Catholic churches had COVID. They
I
couldn't.
can let y'all sit there.
I do not condone
I
what's
am
happening on
not
this
gonna let
station.
y'all sit here and disrespect my religion like that. Y'all stop.
What your religion is?
I sign again.
You believe in God.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean.
I don't
And if they
understand.
I
what you mean.
ain't never disrespect your church. You know.
You just
I
did.
said
You said
I
them.
don't frequent
Who's them?
those type of churches.
What type of church that is?
I said what type. I said Pentecostal Baptist churches. I don't frequent.
Oh, no, you didn't say that.
I did. Did I
He
not
did-
correct
he
myself and
came
say
out
that?
right.
I thought he went to say. I thought he actually said he don't freaking like.
I said I don't frequent those churches. Hence why I don't know where all them is.
That's what I thought you said. That's what it.
Y'all
That was not
just-
like y'all.
y'all
That's
just-
what he said,
But you know
bro.
what kind of ain't fair? How you gonna know where every road is because you work for UPS, but you know all the church is?
Yes, I don't go to those type of churches. I can find almost.
I don't see. I have a problem when you say those type of churches. Now I getting offended. Now. What you mean? What explain that with those type
All
of
right.
churches?
So I don't.
You know when you say those type of people, when someone say those type of people,
So I am man
That's
enough.
condescending.
I am man enough to apologize. And here I'm going to go. I'm
not
going to go again.
apologize. I just wanna know what you mean by
don't
those.
frequent churches of the Highway Church of God. I don't frequent the churches in that group. I don't frequent Pentecostal churches.
Although we are very close friends, personal
Right?
friends.
I don't frequent Baptist churches.
Even though we're close personal
Yeah,
friends.
that's fine. We
as a
are.
matter of fact, you don't even frequent Anglican once a month.
I just go to church every Sunday. Stop that. Don't do that. You just start going to your best friend church after 20 years. He had church 19 years. You all had big blow up, then you decide to go to church. You stop. Stop.
Oh,
You
boy.
stop.
Oh boy.
You like come for me, and then tomorrow about
Play
5
the
o'clock.
music. Now, producer, play the music. Now you can play the music. I need some good swing, the blows
Yeah.
music.
Don't do that. Don't do
Give
that.
me, what's your boy named the Plats?
I was about to confuse
Hey,
Yeah, that's fine. I care.
Tell them what the person named the Plats. Play the music with the Plats.
Because you've been
Sing them
getting
elbows.
Blue Road South for a very long time.
No, boss, you can't play the Scotch and
I
record.
tried to find one. But I don't want it.
I didn't need that.
No. That's the one I want. That's the one I want. That one right there.
I apologized and I corrected myself, but he's still swinging at me.
You know what? You don't make a good leader. Too
fine.
emotional.
That's what it is. Eh?
Say Capo Carlo shooting big shots back. Oh, and wow.
That's Damien. Eh?
Yes, David. Marisha, you are correct. This show done gone far left. And all of a sudden, that made Mr. Taylor something to say. I don't know. He's very quiet over there. In the corner.
Yeah, he trying to diss me, man. I don't apologize.
I just had a piece of
I
you never
correct
have a humble
myself.
pie. I just had a piece of humble biscuit. Humble biscuit.
It's okay. Though,
I
son.
said that.
Oh,
It's okay.
LOL. Now, Mr. Carlo, you don't look like the type who used to frequent dead parties. So don't call us those kind of churches, because we the hypest.
Julian,
Oh boy.
I apologize
Oh, boy.
already.
Oh boy.
You come right there.
Oh, boy.
You better be careful how you come at life, bro.
Listen,
They fight. They fight.
You
They
come-
fight. They don't fight. fair.
All I said is I don't frequent. You know what I done?
Noisy churches.
I never
You say
said that
those,
noisy.
those. When someone say
Loud
those kind of
churches.
people or those
But
kind
I
of
corrected it. I
People is
said
Lebanon.
I even
and have the Holy Ghost
acknowledged.
and
I
shake.
acknowledged
That's what you trying to say?
the right name for the churches and all.
You want the slow?
I said I don't frequent churches
acknowledgement- your
affiliated
acknowledgement
with
come a little
Church
too
of
late.
God, of Highway Church of God churches. I don't frequent them. Have I visited them?
Well, then church
Yes,
of
I
God.
have.
Wait, let's just church of God.
Then I said,
You trying to call all the
then
names?
I said Pentecostal. Then I
Okay.
said Baptist. I
Got
don't.
you.
I have visited them for different reasons. I invite for
About the
funerals
topic we were
or
waiting
for
for.
weddings.
Oh, the ladies waiting for the topic, Denczil.
But we out of time.
Damn it is.
No, we got time.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
We got at least 20 minutes.
You got to find the good women and good men in the swing and smoke
He the
church.
man who don't.
He mean he don't frequent the charismatics.
All right, that's what it is.
I mean, for the last 2 weeks, he been frequenting them a lot.
yeah, that's by chance.
Sound like the things changing.
That's just by chance.
You look a little bit more safe.
Tell me what shape.
Don't do that. 'Cause surely,
What's the fly?
I know one thing.
What about the luck?
You
The
are
luck?
Randigo trying to help you. Randigo say,
Who, me?
Randigo
Don't-
say,
hey,
Randy
listen,
say,
Y'all
Carlo.
better throw me under the bus. I'll throw y'all under the bus.
He say, Carlo,
I
you
ain't
should
got nothing to do
say,
with-
I don't usually attend denominations other than the Anglican denomination.
Thank you.
You know.
Thanks, Randy. It's too late now. I don't put my foot in my mouth.
He said those, and y'all say swing smoke.
Yeah, I mean it's the same thing. Thanks, sakes. I appreciate that. Y'all just rude, man. I know one thing. If y'all keep this up, it ain't gonna be no more secrets among friends.
No, we can start talking everything.
y'all have to stop. Y'all have to stop, man. This is going left too fast. Stop, man. Coming for people every show.
I promise I'm going to be good.
There you go. And I promise to
So,
see
so I got to do 8 Mile then. And she can tell all my secret one time. Throw it on there. Then hey, once you know how to tell my secret, everybody
Let
better
the
drop the
chips
mic
fall-
and right
let's
there.
just fall where they may
Gotta
after
leave the
that.
room. 'Cause I've done it over. Aye.
Oh man. So anyway, I was
barely
I was in another conversation.
camera.
I was in another conversation.
Go out there in the AC up it.
And I argued
Or down.
the fact that the men are saying the same thing the woman them saying. Many a woman is saying ain't much good men. And I was talking to one or two single friends, male guys that I know, and they said, "But where these single women is?"
They don't go out. They're home.
They saying
What is good?
that's a very
Plenty
good
single
one.
woman out there.
What is good though? Like women like say, good man on there. What is good?
That's a very good question. If somebody can help us with that, we getting there now. We can end this last 20
I want a
minutes.
woman call in. I want a woman call in and define what's a good man.
The number to call is 827-2543.
Because you know,
These fellas is drop low and want break off running and looking for good woman.
let's
You only want to
think
take
with
your
it.
journey.
Michelle might just want a man who have a stable job,
Right.
who's family oriented,
Mm-hmm.
who prioritize the things that need to be prioritized, and to her, that's a good man.
So what's family oriented
Right?
though?
I
What
mean,
you saying?
home with
Just-
the family, doing things with the family,
Okay.
making sure the
okay.
bills
Not
paid.
not having children, not already have kids or
No,
something.
no,
Okay.
right. And then Jackie might want a man who paying all the bills. She go to work and save her money. She ain't want to do nothing. She ain't want to cook. She ain't want to clean. She want a housekeeper. She want all these things.
Oh no, she ain't looking for no man.
And then she just want a man take all these stuff. And that to her is a good man.
Pause a
So it's
second.
all
But
relative.
I think you're going far down the road. Sorry, what you want to say, Sean?
Do you see how these Negroes who be listening to us go?
What happened now?
If we had say we giving away something, and we say call the radio station,
Here they go.
I mean this phone would have been ringing off the hook.
Okay, now you made a very valid point.
We say call the radio station, any female, call the
Yeah.
radio station
Yeah.
and define what is a good man.
I guess everybody
Nope.
who get married.
Ain't nobody put their foot in their mouth.
nobody called.
Nobody call.
Ain't nobody put their foot in their mouth.
Okay, let us say if you call and define what's a good man,
We give you $100.
we can give you a $50 gift certificate at the spot.
No, not for that. I'll keep you on $50.
Come on, man. I mean, we couldn't stop the calls the other day.
Very, very valid point. Very valid point.
So with Julian says she get plenty single friends. I can tell you, husband.
Are you playing single friends?
Somebody going on now.
Oh boy, you
don't open up a big mouth.
oh boy.
Are you
Don't
ready
round
for-
him now when you call.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Barbershop Talk.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Mm.
Since Mr. Taylor said that there's nobody calling and Patty, I decided to call.
Thank you.
I hope Mr. Taylor returns to favor.
Oh boy.
On girl,
You can call on me too thick and thin.
you probably don't even listen to the
Now,
show.
to answer the question, I'm not going to go in depth. I will just speak of my experience. So I'm not making a sweeping generalization here. I could only speak of my experience as a woman in my late 30s. As a woman in my late 30s,
A single woman,
a single woman in
never
my late
never
30s,
married.
never married, no children.
There you go.
Okay.
Put all the disclaimers on there.
Right.
It's hard to find a man in the same age bracket as I am who's number one ready to settle down. Most men in my age bracket and above, up to age 50, still want to be out in the streets, first of all. That's the first thing. They want to be with multiple women and they want to be in the streets. Number one. Number two, the second thing is they are still working with no sense of a plan for a future for yourself as an individual. They don't have no mission or vision for their life. They're just working on a job, trying to make money to consume it by the end of the week or by the end of the month. There's no plan for your life as an individual. Like, you don't even have a goal set to say, come on, your mommy house, and you 45.
Shatta.
I still
Monday.
be in your mommy
Right?
at 45, man.
So that's the second thing. And then the third thing is, you have a bunch of children all about the place, and you can't account for them. You can't even speak for whether or not you take care of all of your children, because you don't even know all of them. And that's just some of the things that we encounter as single women when you meet men, and then you wondering why we saying ain't no good men out there, because the ones who do present themselves, they ain't making no sense if they do present themselves. Because the majority of the times that I've ever been introduced to someone, it was because someone set us up. It ain't because the dude would walk up on me.
What kind of friends you got setting you up with these jokers?
I'm not gonna do that.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later.
So here's the thing.
Let me ask you a question though.
Nah, I just want to hear what
Before that.
Carlo was first man.
Yeah,
You
but
know, Carlo-
Mina was already talking before Carlo
Possibly
jumped
know
in.
I know order no barbershop, but go ahead.
No, let's show
Right,
go,
next
man.
So,
Show us crazy
What?
feelings.
Let me ask a question. Other than persons
cut you
trying
off.
to set these connections up, what other type of environment you would say that you was introduced or ran into these type of men?
Like, let's say if a friend of mine is having a party or whatever, and I go to the house party, I would meet men like that there.
Okay.
The places that I would go, because I'm not going to a bar. I'm not going to a club. That's just not my scene. So if I meet somebody, it's gonna have to be in a classy place, like in a restaurant, maybe in a hotel lounge or something like that, or maybe, like I said, at a gathering, like maybe some kind of civic or social gathering. It's not or in church. I ain't going in no club.
Got you.
Let me throw something out there to you, caller. Let me ask, and I'm asking this, and honestly asking this. So you gave us these three challenges, which is very interesting. I want some more people to call after this to see if they amen these or knock these down or say or add additional ones. But let me ask you this question: the ones who didn't, were there any, even if only one, that didn't fit these three? And if they didn't fit these three, what was the challenge?
Yes.
What was the challenge with them?
They couldn't answer the question.
Were they just not a fit or what?
No, they couldn't answer the question. So there's two questions I like to ask as a single woman. I ask, are you in a
Oh,
relationship?
you have interviews.
You have an exam? This is
You
an
have
interview.
interviews.
Go ahead.
I ask, are you in a relationship, or is there anyone that thinks that they are in a relationship with you?
That's a good
That's
question.
two good questions.
I like that.
That's two questions, right?
That's two different questions.
That's two different questions.
Yeah,
That's
no,
two
that is
different
it.
questions.
Are you in a relationship,
first
or is
question-
anybody that thinks that they are in a relationship
Ah,
with
come
you?
on, man. You all stop this. You trying to tell me
No, you
someone
have
can
to
think they're
ask
in a
the
relationship with
No,
you
that's
and you don't know?
that's a good question.
No,
Because
no,
you may be
no,
saying,
you
because
have to
what it
ask
means
that
that you
question.
ain't tell that person you is my girl, but that
Exactly.
but you actually
But she thinks that.
And hold on, and you probably shopping in a grocery store too. You shopping in the store, but you just ain't tell her, you
Exactly.
don't buy no card. You don't get the card. You don't follow it.
I follow, but there's no way
Yeah,
Yes,
someone
Yes.
asks
Yes.
you that,
Yes,
and you
Tito.
can sit there and say, no, I ain't in a relationship because it ain't official.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then see,
Yeah.
but here's the thing.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
You-
To her defense, right? I mean, they valid questions, right?
No, they good questions.
But then again, men and women both need to be honest. Say, listen, I dating. There's 2 or 3 of y'all, I dating. I ain't sleeping with everybody. I ain't sleeping with nobody. I legit dating, getting to know Jean, Chill, Marissa. So I might go with you tonight. I might go with Marissa tomorrow. I dating. That's a stigma in the Bahamian society.
Demons will not do that.
Because you're not supposed to date. If you single and you dating. But you have to be clear with, hey, I dating.
But nobody dates.
No, nobody dates. Because the minute you
people
go,
have fun.
because the minute you go
That-
out,
that dating
the
thing
minute you
is
go out, with,
loosely used.
the minute you and caller go out, and you're sitting down having dinner, you're going to call as item.
Don't mess and
So
open
the
that guy at
minute
all.
you leave caller and you go out tomorrow night with
Somebody
you,
else.
I see a little things out last night or out tonight with somebody else. But
But
we
see,
really-
the
we
problem
really dating-
the problem with that is, dating should be exactly what it is. Getting to know.
Do I release the caller now? Because they get on to one another. We talk to the caller. The caller
Well,
said,
yeah, okay, you
Hold
can
on,
release
that's
the
it.
color.
No, but it's
I
caller
wanna know-
finished though. Caller.
We can answer your
Caller says two
caller. We can
questions.
answer your
That's two
question.
questions.
yeah, that's 2 questions. That's 2 questions.
That's it.
She said that's 2 questions. She's
I asked her about, remember, she's answering my question. I asked her, were there any
ones that didn't fit that. and
ones,
What happened?
What happened with those ones
So,
who didn't fit this category?
didn't
Right
answer
before
those
caller
questions.
go, caller, can you tell us what would be your qualifications or what are you really looking for in a man?
Yeah, what would you say is a good man?
From the onset. Though I know you could go in detail, but like from the onset, what you considered
Or a man that will get your attention.
thank you, Sean. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Okay. Get my attention. We're not talking about character. We're talking
Yeah,
about.
just-
'Cause you wouldn't
get
know
your
you wouldn't
attention.
get there
Yeah.
until you start dating.
Hold on, you say we ain't
Okay.
up my character?
We ain't
No,
getting,
I mean,
we
like-
ain't getting too deep into that yet.
Like you wouldn't know somebody
Okay.
true character until you really start dating them and see
talking.
what they're about. Like
Yeah.
what'll get your attention to say
what would
he's a
cause you
good-
to say,
he's a good
I'll
prospect.
go with you again?
Because he's a good prospect. Yeah,
As a woman, first and foremost, I looking to see how you keep yourself. So if I'm at an event, and even if it's a casual event, I still paying attention to how you dress yourself. Coming to a casual event, wherever you are. Like if you throw on some slippers and the slippers look rowdy and your toes ain't fixed, I know
Well, that's
you
good.
don't got on no lotion. You smell bad. That's a problem. That means you don't care for yourself. That means you have a problem with caring for yourself.
Yes, if you can't get for yourself, you definitely ain't get for me.
No. The second thing is if your breath stink,
Wow.
you don't brush your teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Or you getting closer on the first interaction.
But they-
No,
they-
no.
Hold on,
to
but
get
caller,
close, no,
pause for a
something
second, caller, before I forget this. Nice, I get no nice, lose my train of thought. It's so important that you say that
you
because
stop saying that, Sean.
I found lately I found a lot of places that I've been going, right? And you know,
wonder where you been.
just listen for a second, Carlo. You could do that. I find that
I got another caller coming in.
yeah. A lot of
No, I have
females.
another caller coming in. So
Let
you
me
can
just
talk
answer
fast.
a lot of females will be like, "Ooh, you smell nice. Ooh, you smell this. You look nice." And I was like, I really believe in my smell of myself, right? And they was like, "You should smell the man that come in here. If half of them could smell as good as you, it's like and it's like it's almost like foreign to some of these girls when you talk to them like men. A lot of men don't smell good.
That means they're
No,
not
they
kept.
don't.
They're not kept.
They
That's
don't.
crazy.
It's starting to pick up
so
now.
to hear you say that, it's really
That,
confirming
I think
everything
that
I've
was
been
some
hearing.
good. Anything else on top of your head? I'm calling that you want to throw in there because I had callers
I
coming
pay
in.
attention to whether or not it look like you've been to the barber or not.
That's good stuff. That's good. I think that's good. Superficial stuff. Thanks. I appreciate your honesty with that. Thank you, caller, for calling. We appreciate you. Tell your friends them to tune into the show. Yeah, all your friends them.
No problem.
We can
All
find
right.
them some.
Appreciate you.
Cut your hair, go do your toes, lotion your foot.
Hello, caller. Welcome to Barbershop Talk.
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Man, I am doing wonderful. How you doing?
I am wonderful. I'm on the road driving, and I just have to chime in.
Let me ask you a question first. Now, can I ask you this question? You married, single, or divorced?
Single, never been married, 45.
Oh, 45. Talk to us.
No
Okay.
kid, no kids,
45, great job, own my own house, looking for a good man.
no kids.
Hey, Trent?
No kids.
What's the problem?
Just nieces and nephews.
What's the problem?
Tito, you got to ask over what's the problem, Tito.
You told you carry a gun.
Disregard that question.
Are you
Looking for a good man.
do you Tito wants to know do you carry a gun? Are you a law enforcement officer? Are you intimidating?
So
No,
she have a
I'm
good,
not.
so she have a good
I'm
job.
out here. I'm an island girl.
Which island, first of all?
Eleuthera.
Or they can't cook any lucha, man.
Why we got so much Lucha girls in Nassau single?
How you know you got plenty of neutral girls?
I don't know where Sean is be good.
I really want to know. Nah, because he exposing himself.
Yeah, all about the
You hang
place.
up the headphone until we get back to you. We can give this call up. We can get back to you. 'Cause I want to know why you know.
We can cook, and we are great pastry chefs.
You
We
say
make the
you
best
said
pastries.
you say you can or cannot cook.
They could cook. I was
can
being
cook.
facetious.
I can cook and I can also bake.
Has anybody confirmed that you can cook beside yourself?
Yeah, my brothers.
No, they scared of you. Who else?
If you hold on, first of all, you say you have.
let us
First
say
of all, you
something.
say.
Let us say a piece. Let us say a
Send
piece.
something to show me
Okay.
if you can cook.
All right. So actually, what you need to do is send something to the show
Show
for
me
next
you
week.
tell you to cook.
We can let you know where you cook or not.
Okay, so
And then maybe you will be single ever again.
So I go on dates, but I'll tell you what's happening. What's lacking in our country is that our Bahamian men, they are not goal oriented. You know, so you ask them like, what do you want to do in the near future, and they just don't know. Some of them still live home.
That's twice.
They don't know what they want to do, and I think
Wow.
so that is the reason when you find a Bahamian woman who already set in life, like own their own home and have a great career going for themselves, you find a lot of women prefer to stay single versus having to date somebody who don't know where they're going.
All right. I wanted to ask the last caller this call, and you made a good point. You said the men are not goal oriented. They have no direction for their life. So Marisha made that same comment. The earlier caller made that same comment, and I want to ask a question. And I mean this with no harm intent. I don't know your name. I don't know who you are. And for this, and even if I know who you are, don't tell me so I don't know who you are, so I could be innocent and I don't get in no trouble. I want to ask you this: if I sit now with a couple in front of me, and one of the spouses will say this person, this and this, they ain't doing this, they ain't meeting this, they ain't that and the other, I would ask them now before I go over to them. Let me ask you this question now. If you didn't say everything that they didn't do wrong, what are you doing wrong? And I want to ask you that. Is there something, if you were to take an introspective look at you, what would you say you know what? And I ain't saying there may not be anything, but I'm just asking. When at some point you're 45, you look at this beautiful little girl in the mirror. You know how amazing you are. You have this house. You have this amazing job. You could cook and you could bake. I don't even know if you can make that good lucha bread, but you could bake, right? What would you say I need to work on?
You know, I think for me personally, coming from the island, I think what we island girls, what we usually do is we size up men the same personality as our father. Because you find most fathers on the island, they are really excellent parents. And so when you come to the city, Nassau, we tend to do that. I think that's my dilemma.
Got you. You are a good daddy.
Excellent.
I
He's now
got
gone
you.
to glory, but he was excellent.
You think you have a good work-life balance? Because you say you have a good career. I mean, you
No,
work
I
really.
don't. So I work at a hotel, and so it's work, church, home. Every now and then, probably go out to Aquafire with my friends, like to have a drink or something like that, but not every week. That is maybe a birthday, like on occasions.
Twice a year.
So you think during your dating phases, that was something that they noticed that you didn't have enough time, or you wasn't available, or it's always work, and they have to wait around for you to be available? You think that was another issue?
The first one I went on the beginning of this month, I went on a date, and the gentleman, he kept me waiting for about 20 minutes before he came. But his excuse was he had to wait to borrow his mommy's car.
Oh, Jesus. You gotta do better than that. Just say your car break down. Don't say your mommy car.
The minute he said that, you say, you know what? I think we're not going to go on this date anymore.
He punched his ticket.
You know what? I'm not interested no more.
There's no way.
That ninja did not tell you.
That fella
he
got
was
to be on this man.
How old is he?
So he had to wait for mommy to come home to get the car. So
What?
you know,
But
I'm not
you know what?
Hold on.
I got to call before you said. Before you said.
If,
But no.
if he had called me, I would have gone
Caller.
and picked him up.
Caller.
It might have been his mommy had his car.
I get a problem. Caller, your problem is you got to stop dating these 17-year-old boys. That's your problem. You got to be 17.
What I was thinking of trying white man. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, Jesus.
Or you want snowflakes too?
She want happiness and companionship.
If my black men are not working, then why not try another culture?
I like that because you know what I like about
Give us
that.
one more shot,
You
man.
decide that you're not going to try the opposite sex.
Man,
So I don't mind you. I don't mind you because a lot of women in their frustrations, they're trying the opposite
No,
sex.
Sean, that fellow's too honest.
No.
Sean really is behind it.
Sean, you going?
Absolutely not.
Sean,
No, I
Sean,
prefer
Sean, how you
male.
get down the road?
This is the reality. And so I agree. You know why too? Because the opposite sex is doing the opposite of what she is talking about. They have ambition. They're working to get their own,
Sean,
achieve their own. Man,
who
listen,
are you?
I am saying what's happening.
How you been hanging out?
We have been hanging out in the barbershop, and you have these conversations.
So
But
you have men
He's
who's come to you and tell you
correct. So you do
they
have
can't find no good
lesbian
woman.
girls out there who are looking for women, and they are ready. You know, they pocket some of them. They have great jobs and they know how to treat a woman, but that is not my preference. I prefer a male.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I don't even know what to do right now. This thing has gone to the direction.
Sean,
I
let's go left so far. Let's read some comments.
I don't know. Caller, thank you so much for calling.
Yeah.
I appreciate your call. Yeah, keep on listening to the show. Yeah, appreciate you.
Yes,
I ain't gonna lie.
All right.
I ready to get a belt.
I
Fellow
ready to-
say he borrow your mommy car. He need to get a cut.
Let's read some comments. Somebody ain't got no sense.
There's no way you
This
going to
Julianne say going up with a 45-year-old working woman with a oh God. I got plenty single friends. The biggest complaint is they don't want no.
Sissy men.
No, she didn't say
Sassy.
sassy men.
men.
And plenty of the men looking sassy
what
or
is sassy?
acting sassy.
She knows what she's going to say.
But I only want to say what she said. I don't say what she didn't say.
Sassy?
Damien says Julianne rolled. This statement is absolutely powerful.
Where's Rodney if we need it?
Radigo said Julianne posted up with a man in her profile picture. That's a repellent. No, Julianne good and married. Good and married. Lord Jade Miller say amen, caller. Good man is a spectrum. It's about you, your personal needs and maturity level. Rin says a good man / woman is what you want it to be. Ain't no definition to it. What I like, you won't. People just need to realize just how you can't stand people. People can't stand you. That's a good point. People got to stop looking, stop being caught up in themselves, and they'll find that good woman / man. Ezra Russell. No, every time Ezra type gets scared. Ezra's this good old school Kid Island man. Let me see Ezra said. Ask that young lady if she has goals for her life. You will attract what you are. Thou look the man of what you are though. Look, the man of this day are weak in every way because they trying to be boss and not a servant looking for handout. I ain't sure I get you fully, Ezra.
No.
Ezra, I need you to. Ezra, if you can't call Ezra, so I can hear exactly what you're saying, Ezra. Ezra's a good brother. Ezra is one
bring
of
that
those.
back in lay material.
Yeah, I want you to bring up Ezra. If you could call, I got another engagement to go to.
Every Tuesday you have another engagement. You know we have this show, right? Your engagements need to be after 8 o'clock. You can't do that. You can't. I have engagement through the day. I can't say, y'all got to stop that, man.
I ain't got no engagement.
We read for you. We do anyway. Sean, I got to put y'all in the corner, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Get that man out.
With the exception of Danny's birthday, every other Tuesday you got to run on jail for an engagement.
The women them need our help.
Listen to me. People,
I gotta go help the woman.
All our
Carlo,
corners.
he only
Y'all
head,
listen. Y'all stop booking Bishop Denczil, yo, for anything on a
What you
Tuesday, you're not gonna have to stop, man. You're not gonna have to stop. If it ain't Danny birthday, boss lady birthday, or
Shut it down.
or little mama birthday, he ain't nothing happening.
Get him before 5:30.
Y'all get him. Don't let him go to the gym. Get him before he go to the gym. When he get back in there at 5:15, he stuck here at the 8
It's
o'clock.
our time.
That's it.
Alrighty then.
There we go. Now moving on to Vera. It's for your reach.
Ezra, call 827-2543, please. Vera says, I reach. Vera says, good evening, gentlemen and viewers. Kindness, gentleness, well presented, self-confidence, a smile. That's a good man, Savannah.
Vera single do?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Good woman, good single woman.
Yeah,
Plenty good single
yeah.
woman in that church, boy.
yeah. Yeah, we have,
In,
a
in
lot,
that, in that church,
we have a lot of
I don't
amazing.
want to call nobody name.
not in your church.
Yeah.
That church.
That church.
Run. Tito is a problem.
I missed that.
That's my husband. I'm sharing what the singles say. Fix that, Julie. Way to fix that. This right here is part of the issue. The shock of the men of the show shows how out of touch y'all are. The girls, them are single. All shapes and sizes, ages and stages. Let's get this caller.
I never did that before in my life.
Ages, sizes, ages, and stages.
Good evening, caller. Apparently I can't go nowhere. Hey, caller.
Bishop.
Ezra.
It was happening.
What's going on, my brother?
Fix that. Let me
Ezra, they say they want to understand exactly what you
Yeah.
said. So let's go.
Listen.
Don't beat around the bush.
Let's go.
Listen. People in life attract who they are.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And me and you know the biblical times of that.
Mhm.
And when we put it in the natural times, you attract who you are. Most of the women don't have goals. So you're going to attract men without goals. And then you have a lot of men, they ain't interested in no woman. They interested in themselves and them sissy niggas.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at
Ezra.
look at all of
you-
look at
Ezra, pause, slow down. Slow down, Ezra. So you saying
Okay.
the women, a lot of women out there don't have no goals. So that they looking for a man with goals to take care of them. That's what you trying to say?
No, help them with the goals, I guess.
They help them. See the thing about this whole situation that we facing. Let's look at the trend when these guys were born. Denczil, all the guys that born from 89 to 2000. Look at their lives. Where all them are. Where all they are. Look at all of them. Check them out. The majority of the men in this country that born 89 to 2000. Either in their mom house or their auntie house or their uncle house or their cousin house.
Ezra,
Huh?
Ezra, boy.
I can tell you.
Ezra, let me
Denczil,
ask you a question.
How much of them wait for me? Denczil, how much of them wait for me? How
Right.
much of them I have to take under my wings
Right.
and tutor every week?
Right.
They won't be boss. You know what they call a boss? When they get paid on the weekend, they take a $500 check or a $600 check, go in the bar room buying bottles and have tables for girls. Huh? And then you look, all the man, all them hanging out together, everybody tight.
Like man.
Everyone tight. And talking about their bosses. You know what is a boss? When I was growing up, a man who finding a wife, finding a good thing, who take care of his children, who take care of his responsibility. Jesus said the best among us is a servant. What we ought to do? Serve. Work and serve. How many men out there right now wants that responsibility?
Let me jump in there,
Let's
Ezra.
look-
Ezra can jump in there with you. Ezra, if you don't mind, how old are you, Ezra?
I'm 50.
All right,
54.
1970s. That's what
54.
I'm talking about.
54. All
It was the
right, all right.
70s, baby.
All right.
Every single look.
Hold on, Ezra. Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got married?
29.
All right.
Good age,
Now,
good age.
now Ezra.
And I've been with the same woman for 37 years.
Okay, you was
But
a
I ain't tell you I was faithful.
right.
Oh,
right.
don't talk your business.
No, no,
Don't
no,
talk
no,
your business.
but let me-
Hold on.
No, I will say something.
I don't have any business.
No, let me say this. I this way I want to go. Here's a challenge what I found, and you actually you know I thought you were gonna say earlier than that, but you said you was with that same one for 30-something years, so you was locked down in any event. Here's my thing.
Right.
What you say he was in lockdown?
What I want to say, Ezra, is when you was down there with Russman down there in Cat Island in New Bight, most of y'all were conditioned, get you a wife, build you a family. Y'all come out of school with that mentality. Out of high school, you get out, you get you one job, get you one property, do some things with your life, get you a wife, whatever the case is. y'all, you 54. Y'all didn't pass that on to your little brothers.
Yeah.
I blaming a lot of your generation, Ezra, because y'all didn't pass on. Most of the young brothers you talk to now, Ezra, you mentioned them from 89. Marriage ain't nowhere on their mind because marriage never came up in the conversation.
Yeah.
You grew up in a climate, in a culture where you know when you get a certain age, you look for a wife. These brethren are not being conditioned. They even ain't thinking.
No.
That even ain't on the
You know why?
Tell me why.
You know why, Denczil? Here's my story. Here's my story.
Go for it.
I never finished high school.
Right.
I was playing sports one day and doing high jump and I broke my hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what my daddy say? You look like you in the broken bone business. You ain't going back to more school. You going to work.
Right.
You hear me?
Right.
Denczil, look how successful I am today.
Yeah.
Denczil, debt free, own more than 4 or 5 businesses.
Right.
That is financially stable and free.
Right.
Here's what, Denczil, when I was in my daddy's house at 15, 16, Denczil, we had to work. When we come from school, this man had machines. This man used to dump the dump truck load of fill in the yard and give us gravel and shovel to spread it.
Even though he had machines.
And he had machines.
Right.
Until our older brother teach us the trick. Say, this is how you drive the machine. So then he goes out and he think we spread it hard. We then use the machine and we out the trucks of the machine off.
Right.
Well, now let me get to the point. When I was 19, I used to operate my daddy machines. Denczil, I saved my money. You know what I did when I got a good job? When he went on the boat to Nassau and when he come back that weekend, I had $25,000 cash by working for it. Not drugs, working for it.
Mm-hmm.
Denczil, you know what I did?
Mm-hmm.
I went, grabbed my girlfriend, then it was Wendy, who's my wife now.
Right.
Jump on the plane, gone to Fort Lauderdale and buy a backhoe and a dump truck. When I came back to Cat Island, Denczil, with that, Denczil, I was doing $20,000 a week. You know what my daddy tell me? Since I won't give him competition in his business, I need to go find my place to stay.
You was 19.
At 19.
I like
Wow.
that daddy. That daddy put you say you
Wow.
want to make money.
Well, that daddy ain't put him on. That daddy see he could take care of himself.
No, that daddy see like you right there cut into my cheese.
No, what I'm saying, Denczil, is the character of a man. If you want something in life, Denczil, ain't nobody gotta tell you go do that. Who's telling them put dope in their mouth?
Oh.
But I got you.
Who to tell them go in the nightclub?
Oh.
So you saying it's
see
them
them in church. You don't see them in church where they can get good tutoring, but you'll see them in the basketball court. You'll see them on the baseball field.
Ezra, when you're in Nassau,
go.
Ezra, what Tuesday you in Nassau again? We need to get you on. We need to give you time.
I in Nassau now. I just land. That's why I can hear you. I just land.
I need to get Ezra on. I think more young men need to hear Ezra's story. Ezra's story. I have sat down. I'll explain who Ezra. I don't even want to give it away. I want to get Ezra to sit down here so we can have a conversation with Ezra. He's an amazing young man.
Denczil, I got over 25 to 30 of them that comes through my hand.
Right.
Denczil, you know what I told them? It's impossible for you to be around me and something don't rub off on you. All of my guys now are having houses. All of them now are dating. I finding women for these guys to date now. That's what I'm doing.
You the blog.
That's what I'm doing.
Who's the blog?
Hey, women.
All ladies call Ezra.
Y'all better get Ezra number. Call Ezra.
Denczil, here's what me and you and your barbershop fellas know. And if they be around you, something from you had to rub off on them.
Right.
Here's what rub off on them. Who is the clay? We are the clay. And who is the potter? God.
Right.
There is nothing you could do in this earth without the Almighty. Why? Because He order your steps. He gives you wisdom. He show you the way. He protected you and guides you.
Right.
And He will provide for you.
Right.
So then, the first thing a young man needs to do is focus on the things of God. What are the things of God? Things are pure. Things of good report. Things that are lovely. A woman is a lovely thing for us.
You're
God
rocking and rolling.
Ezra,
you roll it. Ezra, you roll it.
Ezra, I can take up our friend.
Why are you looking at something that God just made from the dust and blow breath in him, which is man, who's standing straight up and down? When God put you to sleep and build the woman and keep her for you, and then give you the word work.
That's
Oh,
up.
Jesus, man, you cost me got to preach now.
Ezra, we can lose you
Bring
on
up something so we get like some offering players.
Ezra, I can bring you on. I can bring you on week after next. I can call you. off
Okay,
air, and
call me.
we can get together.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
Okay, Bishop. All right, good. All right.
It's so important what he said, but like
What he said? You know what he said?
all kind of things. you can't be around him and see his success and something about
David said after that word from Ezra, we need to send the offering plate around.
Yes, definitely. Send the link out. Send the link out of it set up. They could go ahead and make transfers.
Drop the bike. That was a whole mouthful. That was a mouthful and a half. Thanks a lot, Ezra. I really appreciate it. I thought Ezra and his wife was my friends. Mother was. No, see, Ezra, you know that was you. You see, you got to call Ezra back now. Let him know that was you. Because, yeah, he kind of mash you up a little bit.
Ezra got a couple more people out there. You better call him quick.
I mean,
No, you didn't mash him, Richie. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I mean, in all honesty,
didn't.
right? In all honesty, I think somebody said it earlier, right? Or I think it was Ezra. It got to be a balance.
Right.
As a woman, you can't expect a man to come in full with everything.
Right.
And you just come in with yourself. You have to meet them halfway. So you have to have standards and goals for yourself.
I don't believe in halfway. I believe in all the way. Or two, you need to come all the way.
Or however you want to do it. You have to meet them at some point. You have to have goals and standards for yourself too. You have to carry yourself a particular way. You have to dress for the occasion, dress for the place. You got to carry yourself well. So the same things women expect of a man, they should do the same. And not all women do. Some women do and some women don't. And some men do and some men don't.
Some people just have an expectation.
But your expect,
there's no
but it goes
presentation.
back to the other lady's point. What your expectation is in
mine. Everybody get different.
So you have to be able to. You can't get confused by the rest of your single friends to say this is what you should be looking for. You look for what moves the needle for you. If cooking and cleaning moves the needle for you, you look for a man who don't mind doing the cooking and cleaning.
I don't. But you know, Carlo. Sorry to cut you off like that.
I just doing like Sean. But go ahead.
But I think those things that we think move the needle for us really don't move the needle.
No.
All those things that we think are so critical, and I'm sure the four of us married men can say this. There are things that we had that were non-negotiable, and we married now, and all them things didn't get negotiated out the window. A bunch of stuff that we thought were non-negotiable. You at the end of the day,
but see, they have to get to that point though.
Yeah.
So you have to get to that point. So you only consider now because of where you are, right?
But I agree with you. I totally agree with you. But I think you find what I think is more critical though, and I said this last time, and we get to open this up some more. I believe that point that the first caller made, that so many of the brethren ain't into locking down with nobody. They have no desire to do that.
You know, they're on a wavelength.
When that desire is there,
they can do what they have to do to make it happen.
Then we can start something there. But a lot of the brethren really thinking, as unfortunate that we were always sexualized, but back in the day, we had to go to your cousin them house who had the satellite to them to turn the satellite way up in the air for you to be sexualized, for you to go watch
G4 and G3.
You know, when they satellite go way up high. When the satellite go way up in the air, you know the damn dumbness.
You know
I don't know because even the girls.
I say your cousin house, I say yours.
For Sean, it's videotape.
Videotape magazine.
Yeah.
And then, but now it's like, you know, with pornography being the biggest business there is, and you everything is sex.
You don't gotta go far for it.
You being inundated with that, and so you already fighting against this thing because number one, without the porn, without that stuff, you still got your hormones at raging. So when you add now all the sexualization of everything you watch, even church putting sexy gals on there to get you come to church. Everybody putting on something. Everybody trying to get to the man's sexual desires, to the man's lust. So now the brethren get coming up and thinking wife, man thinking sex, he thinking enjoyment, he thinking I want hit that. So let's
pivot.
Go ahead.
So that's a valid point, and I agree to a certain extent.
Go for it.
So we addressed the women who had all these experiences that didn't work out. So you suppose you had a man, right? Jim ready to get married,
right?
You're
Jim dating.
talking about the female, not Denczil.
I said Jim. He's ready to get married. Jim is dating. Jim is dating a woman who is career driven.
Right.
She been to school.
Right.
She got her MBA in 5 years.
Got you.
She working, studying for a doctorate, and trying to move up the corporate ladder. So she home 9:30, 11 o'clock at night, she just coming home from the office. She come home, doing the thing that he feels natural in doing for this particular lady. May it be cooking or maybe just being there when she come home to have a conversation. At some point, he can say, this ain't for me. I can't do this. I put my all into you and you career driven. So now they separate. He dating another girl who opposite, who wants to sell land. Jim like, man, I done been on the show before. I done been trying to sell land. So now I just doing it for doing its sake. So we only look at it from what? We just only look at it half empty. We don't ever look at it half full. How many of them men that they talking about that have been in a situation that try to put their best foot forward and get burned? Or vice versa. How many women been in a situation try to put their best foot forward and get burned? And then we judge them now for the position that they in or the mindset that they have.
So you allow one situation to change your mindset?
If Michael Jordan and Mr. Short against Utah, we just can never talk about the 5 championships he win. We just talk about that one he lost against Utah.
And then eventually we stop talking about it.
But that's my point. So don't make it sound like the human mind is worked that way. You always going to dwell and hold on to certain things for a long period of time unnecessarily or subconsciously, in my opinion. So at the end of it let it get to me is now I have these walls that now I'm afraid to let these walls open because when I was vulnerable to this particular lady, I get burned. So now she ain't got off the field. She ain't got off the field for this or chalk off the field for this. Because I already tried this before.
Let me ask you a question.
Is it fair? No. No, it's not fair. It ain't fair, but that's just the way life works.
And so who benefits or who doesn't benefit from that?
Nobody benefits. Everybody loses. Everybody loses.
You don't. But it is you. You really don't benefit.
The root of the problem is our families raising these type of men.
No,
listen, y'all carry on.
No, Pastor, end the show. Let's go. End the show.
Whoa. Time to go.
Y'all keep on
play the out music.
Y'all get. Let me read this last one, Randico. Do you think
See,
men
you
don't
stop
want
again.
to get married because most men get the short end of the stick if a marriage fails? Like having to give the house, pay alimony, kids being taken away. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's what
And it don't always happen that way.
Yeah, I
don't work that way.
I mean, some may think so, but I don't agree. I don't think that's why they won't get married. Not in this country. Probably somewhere else, but not
Yeah,
yet.
I think they really locked in like that.
Fellas ain't thinking that deep.
No.
So because a woman is educated and doing well, it's an issue, Carlo?
No, that's not what I said. I said that person is career driven and focused. You have women that are focused on
You
their
know why?
work.
Some of them are that way because they don't feel they could find a
But
man
I'm saying
that
the,
is
the
for us.
example I
But Carlo
gave
saying this
you,
regardless.
the example I gave you, she dating. The baby woman waiting on her to come home from work. She come home 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning from the office. That can't be habitual if you're trying to form a relationship
It can't
or
be.
connection with a man,
Agreed.
with anybody.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, of course.
But he being the man gotta have to sensitize it. to
I
that.
just can't get over the fact the fella say, he mommy come home late with the car. I can't get past that. Yo, that ain't come off your mind yet. The fella say,
See, I don't like how y'all judge that fella because
No, man, Sean, you're
because
wrong.
mommy could have been
But
on this car.
No, man.
But Tito,
You don't say that.
Tito,
You don't
before
say
you
that,
leave,
Sean.
Tito, before you leave, right?
Sure, they don't say that.
That's a valid point. I made this point a couple of weeks ago. Households aren't raising daughters to be wives, and they're not raising sons to be husbands.
I think you're correct. Carlo.
That's what I think. I think that's a bigger problem.
That is the issue.
Yeah.
That's where it stems from.
Now, and I can say this as I go, and I can speak for a lot of the ladies that I pastor, that I lead. I think a lot of them, their mothers, their fathers did a good job raising them to be wives. I promise these fellas who are not being raised to be husbands.
And these go to your church.
Because a lot of them being raised by women.
And them
So
go to your church.
they see a woman leading them all their life, so they're looking for another woman to lead them.
That makes you should get married faster.
Tell you playing music outside, you don't play
That means you should get married
I
faster.
can't
If you're looking for a mother replacement, you got a long
But let me
time
tell you
somewhere.
something. These women need to lead them men. Lead them and get married. Crap.
The Grover Edwards says, Carlo, you have horrible taste in sports teams, but you always are the voice of reason on Barbershop Talk.
Dog, I just can't get a compliment, bro.
Based on the end of your comment, Nkrumah, I don't know if I can trust you to say that he always is the voice of reason. So I don't
I think he
even.
missed on that.
Yeah, Nkrumah, I know
I'm
why.
not the voice of reason.
You're allowed to miss.
You all always just look at the things one way. I always gotta be. I don't want to say.
Play the music. We can deal with them
We
next
got
week.
we had music. We had in Mandela. We had music. We
Play the
had.
music. We deal with them next week.
They ready to go down. I don't know what's going on. You need to change the show to Monday. You ever anything on Mondays?
No, too Jackson. You won't go to Monday. Stick with Tuesday.
What day is you free? Yeah, what day you free?
Carlo,
Tuesday.
we been on the radio for 2 hours.
That's right. The fans here.
They're the fans. Yeah,
Fans,
we've been all night. You right? Yeah, we rock and rolling. I promise you. We promise you guys. Next week we can jump in
Off the bat.
No, we ain't. No, we ain't. We ain't.
Yeah. You better tell them that. Go tell them.
No, we were talking about. We can do that. Yeah. You babe. You like you.
My God.
You petty.
My
you,
brother.
You, Carlo. You petty.
And then you can't even get an invite. And then you can't even get an invite.
Probably you should have been a ninja.
Everybody, we going. We had a good one. See y'all later. We out of here. Good night. Have a blessed night.
We having a good time. Everybody in the hood and it's good vibes.
Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes.